Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm just gonna wait for a few more people to get in the chat before I get started. What's going on, Queen Divinity, Ashen? And make sure you hit the like button on the way in. What's going on, Anthony, Joe Johnson, Victor? It was Ashen. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it in the show. What's going on, Black Rage? Hey, what's going on, Charlie Willie? Like I said in Discord, you work fast because I was getting ready to post the link to the live stream, and as soon as I got over there, you already had it up. What's going on, Craig, Lamel? What's up, Spencer? Yeah, Black Rage, hurry up and catch up because I don't want you to get too far behind. Because I think it's like I want to say 10 or 13 episodes in the first season, but the second season I think they got like 22. And the first episode aired last Tuesday. What's up, Leslie? And Joe, I'm gonna talk about all of that. What's up, Jeremiah? When it comes to the topics, Spencer, it's a bunch of them. It's not just one topic. And this is the first live stream that I've had on my main channel in 3 months. Reason being, 3 months ago, I got a strike on this channel, so I wasn't able to live stream. It was actually the video that I did about the guy who committed bestiality. I forgot against which animal he did it against, but it seems that YouTube is real sensitive when you put the word bestiality in your titles because I believe they scrub those types of videos off of their platform. And with that word in it, they probably thought that that was going to be a video showing the act of bestiality actually occurring instead of commentary talking about a case of bestiality like the one I was doing. So that's why I got the strike. But the strike got lifted last Tuesday, as a matter of fact, on the 9th. It was going on Black. You said, "Oh, you in PG County? So am I." Yeah, I know Daredevil season 3 that comes on Friday. So that's why I had to upload that video that I did about that on Black Junction. So from now on, if I do a video talking about bestiality, you just have to remind myself not to put that word in the title. But how has y'all week been? My week was a little bit lighter compared to, I would say, last week, where it was real busy. What's up, Jarvis? Last week I didn't open up the panel because I said I had to go to work and I didn't want it to run over. But luckily for me today, I'm off, so I probably will open up the panel today. But what I'm going to do, instead of posting the link into the chat, if you would like to be a part of the panel discussion, because like I said, I got a lot of topics to talk about, and I know a lot of you are very opinionated. Then what I'm gonna do is have you to email me at my email. I'm gonna actually put it down here in the chat. You can send it there. send me your email, and then I will send you the link. Action, did you watch the original one or the newer one? Okay, good. Because the newer one was kind of it was it wasn't, in my opinion, good. The original one was always better. Racism is global, Victor. Some of them is just practices racism differently than others. I think it's pretty obvious in America in the establishment that they practice it a bit more extreme than other places. But then again, I won't know because I haven't been to other places to see what it's like over there. What's going on, Frazier? Brother, my day is going good. I got up, I got my workout in, so that's always a good thing. Oh, I'm very careful, Black Rich, because see, the thing is this: if I don't recognize your email, I probably won't send you the link because I know the people that usually get on my panel discussions are usually some of the same people, and I recognize their names and their emails. But if some weird email comes through and I don't recognize it, my senses my spidey senses will start tingling, and I'll probably figure out it may be a troll. Sounds like you had a pretty decent week, Black Butterfly. You know they coming out with a remake for Pet Cemetery, Action. What's going on, Candy Lee? What's going on, Mickey Bricks? You said you're from across the pond. Where at from across the pond? You said if I wanted to visit any African country, what would it be? Actually, it's a couple. It's not even just one. But I would say I would want to visit South Africa, Ghana, Egypt, and I just got the donation. Appreciate it, Joe Johnson. There's a couple of places I would actually like to visit over there. Make sure that you do, Black Rage. Working out is more than just wanting to get in shape. It's definitely, for me, it's definitely a stress reliever. And then I work out with a group of people that um I like being around. They make the workouts more fun. You said, did anyone see Jason Black Racewell movie? Well, I know he had the screening in New York yesterday. He had posted up about on his channel. And it's actually going the screening for where I'm at is going to be on this coming Thursday, but unfortunately I won't be able to go because I'm gonna be at work that day. If it was on a Saturday, I could have probably called out of work and went to it, but it's falling on a Thursday and that's kind of hard. It's unfortunate, but you know what? Whenever there's like a maybe if it's like when he releases on a digital copy, I'll be able to watch it then because I definitely wanted to go to that screening and see if it was anybody there that I probably would know because I would have put it out there and say, hey, I'm going to the screening. Any of myself who's in the area that's going and things of that nature because it's to see that, and I would like to actually meet some of my supporters as well. But unfortunately, I won't be going. All right, Black Rage. I just got your email. I'm about to open up my email now and send you the link. Hey, what's going on, Crow Black? Oh, you didn't miss anything. We just started. You said how was Venom? A lot of people, a lot of those reviewers or those critics really downplayed it, but Venom was not as bad as people made it out to be, in my honest opinion. Hey, what's going on, True Royal? You said, Alicia, you said, did I see the cop car that was by the screen? Yeah, I did see that. You know what's so funny? I didn't even recognize that until after I looked at the video a second time, because all I was busy was looking at was the marquee saying that it was sold out. I didn't recognize it until I went back and looked through the comments and people saying wow and whatnot from that. Well, I don't want to spoil anything for you, Joe Johnson, but let's just hypothetically say you probably most likely heard correctly. Sorry for the delay. For some reason, when I was trying to send this link to Black Rage, my thing just kind of froze up a little bit when I was trying to send the link. Let's see. Okay. All right, Black Rage. I'm about to send you the link now. Let me. Well, I'll know you. I'll know you got it when you come on. And shout out to Shaw Willie because she definitely puts in work when it comes to really taking care of these chat rooms. Well, not the chat rooms, but the chat section of a live stream. Posting the links for people and everything like that. She's definitely one of the good ones. one of the great ones. What's going on, BB Vanderdeen? Arda Forte. It feels good to be live streaming on my regular channel again. Don't worry, I'm still keeping the other one. That's like a backup just in case something happens, because you know YouTube, you never know with them. You know what's so crazy? It's been a little over a year since the termination of my original channel. It was around this time last year when I lost my original channel. Okay, you can try doing it that way, Black Rage. What's going on, Leonard? If you just email me your Gmail account and I'll send it to that. Hold on. Troy, did you send that to my Gmail account? Because I didn't get an email from you. Oh, could you imagine where I would be at if I had my original Gmail account today? You know what, Troy, because you send me stuff sometimes through the other email. I can just send you the link through that. I don't know. I was tripping. What's going on, Hood Mistress? Hey, what's up, Cats? Another one of the great ones. So we got Cass and Char Willie in here. We don't need that one more person, and that's Kendra. But I don't know what Kendra doing right now. For those of y'all who don't know, I always call Cats, Kendra, and Char Willie. I call them the Trinity. What's going on, Mona? I haven't called him. I haven't called him lately, but I do make a pop up in and oftentimes when ever he has a live stream. As a matter of fact, the last time we was on a panel together was when it was me, Lisa, and Nicole, and him and LVZ on a panel, and that was it was sometime last month. Some of y'all probably remember that live stream. That was a very good one. We always have fun. We always have fun when we do our live streams together, though. Like when we do those collab type streams. All right, Black Rage, I got your other email, and I just sent it to the Gmail one. You said you're eating a ghetto sandwich. What's on it? What's going on, Nicole? Hey, we got Lisa in here. I would like to have as many people on my live stream as possible, but it all depends on their schedule. Some people may be busy at the time, and some people, it all depends. But Mr. G Funny said better not be no mayo in that sandwich. On the forte, it's a lot of topics. It's not just one. Some of the topics that we'll be discussing today, I've talked about, and others I have not talked about. So it's kind of hard for you to tell which ones it is. Some of you will probably have an idea of topics that are going to be talked about because it's I guess you could say what's trending right now or what has been talked about in heavy rotation for the last week. But like I said, I like to keep it a mix. Some of them, like I said, I have not done a video about, and the others I have done a video about. Hey, you finally made it.
Yeah, my phone was messing up. My bad.
Okay, no problem. Technical
What,
difficulties happen to the
what,
best.
go, what going on, everybody?
Finally got my first guest in here. That's why I was prolonging it because, like, I was trying to be like the hype man until somebody got in here because I didn't want to be smart. And then he was
All
like,
right.
okay, what did I miss? I try to
All
get
right.
as many people engaged as possible, whoever decides to come onto the panel. I know
How
I
you
sent
doing?
the link. I know I sent the link to True Royal. I don't know if she got it though.
How you doing, Mr. Royal family? And yeah, I seen that too. That lady trying to block that brother from getting in his apartment.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. That's gonna be one of the topics, and a whole lot
I say
more.
one thing first though.
What's that?
I I'd have Spartan kicked her 300 style the first time. My patience would have been short. I'd rename it the African kick or something.
He would have did the
The
African
gullet.
boot stomp on her ass.
No, because she ain't gonna live if I do that. I can't do that. I'm trying to catch a murder charge, so I couldn't do that. I just had to do the African back kick or something, the Gullah Hood stomp or something, since I'm from South Carolina. So that's
Hey J
I
Dog,
think she.
hold on.
I,
Hey J Dog, I'm gonna send you the link to your email.
all right.
You can go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but like I said, I think she wanted him or something, sexually or something, because she kept following this man.
I don't know what it was. Arta Forte, if you want, okay, I'm gonna say it again. If anybody wants to get on the panel, send me your email because I'm not gonna post the link in here because then that's how too many people get in and trolls might slip through, especially on this channel right here.
They did that to King Richards like a couple hours ago when I was on his channel, and then they posted up some pornographic images and stuff like that, and just kept saying the N word over and over and over.
Yeah, but Char Willie, she just posted the link. She not the link, but my email in the chat. The Korean Rain Topics
What's
at
up,
yahoo.com.
everybody?
Hey, what's going on, J Dog?
Hey, you kind of
But
doing the same thing I've been doing. Send the links to people's emails or send it to somewhere else like Google Hangout. Yeah, because I don't want trolls coming in my live streams. Matter of fact, I just did a live stream just a couple hours before I came over here.
okay. Oh, make sure you mute your YouTube.
Oh, it's already done.
Okay, yeah, just so there's no echo.
All right.
What's
Yeah,
going on, J Dog?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's
Yeah, if
happening,
you
man?
if you want to get on the panel, Char Willie is posting. She's posting two links. She's posting the PayPal link and she's posting my email. The email is SereneRainTopics@yahoo.com. When I get the email, I'll send you the link and then you can come in. Just so I can keep out the trolls, because as you can see on this channel, I attract quite a few of them.
You sure do. And that's a problem. I don't get trolls, but I don't want that situation. When I know if my channel grows, there's going to be a situation, trolls will start coming in. So I was like, you know what? I can't be putting these links all over the place and stuff like that. So I got to put it in the safest place possible where people could still come in that I could trust.
Right. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. I think we prolonged it long enough, and it's almost 1:30. But I wanted to start off with like a bit of I would say good news. There was two, I would say, good news topics that came in. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing
How you doing,
good.
Miss Royal Family?
Hey!
Hi, J Dog. How you doing? I don't like mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is nasty.
Me neither.
I hate mayonnaise.
All right.
But I did have a ghetto sandwich.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start off the top of the discussion with I would say two good pieces of news that did come out this week. The first one is shout out to Ryan Coogler. It just signed on to do the sequel to Black Panther.
All right. Woohoo!
He signed on to write and direct the sequel, and they said that it's going to start in production late 2019, early 2020, with a possibility of maybe either a late 2020 release or early 2021 release for the movie. Honestly, I think they already knew he was signed on to it, but they just finally decided to announce it.
Yeah. How much you want to bet people will get mad at this?
Say that again?
How much y'all want to bet people will get mad at this one again? Saying it's being racist again.
A lot.
I want to know is, where was these people when Captain America came out? Where was these people when Harry Potter came out?
Terrain, can I say something real quick? Do you know that on Disney XD, the latest season of Avengers is mostly focused on the Black Panther?
I did see that.
Yeah.
That movie's coming out, so they're trying to generate stream. Disney usually do that. When they have a big movie like that coming out, they'll start releasing more cartoons and more content and stuff like that related to the characters slowly but surely. Mm-hmm. Then they come up to the big announcement.
And what I found to be real interesting about this is the fact that, if y'all didn't know, Disney and Fox were doing that whole merger thing, but it wasn't completely done. All they have right now is that they purchased it. Well, now they've actually locked in an official date where they're signing the documents and they'll have the rights to all the characters. And that date is on January 1st, 2019. So that means if he wants to put Storm in the movie, he can
do it. He can do it. Yes. Now I'm hoping.
And I think that's what a lot of people want to see.
Yeah.
Because in the comic books, they were married, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. And
then they annulled the marriage because the white nerds got so upset and said that their marriage was so, quote unquote, too cliche. I said, we know what that was all about. Nerds got so upset and said that their marriage was so, quote unquote, too cliche. Hey Victor, make sure you mute your okay, you got it.
Hey, how's it going?
Still here.
All right. Some new guy came in. Someone.
I see it's Victor. I had made sure that he muted his computer.
Yeah. Hello, Larry. How you doing?
How y'all doing? How you doing, man?
I'm all right. Yeah.
Spirit of Justice. I know that too. Yeah, she bedwets with Wolverine, even though I like Wolverine.
That was all part of. It's so crazy when they did that. They didn't complain, but they complained when they were together. That's I said they could. I said they cannot be transparent to save their life.
I know.
But yeah, that was the first bit of news. The first bit of good news. The second part was Colin Kaepernick. He got an award from
Harvard
University. I forgot what the name of the award was, but he got an award from Harvard University. And of course, mainstream media was probably, I don't know if they really talked that much about it because it seemed like they just all over the place as usual.
Joe Johnson, I would say Angela Bassett good to play Storm, but I don't know. That's just what I saw at one point in time to play Storm.
I don't think. Well, Angela Bassett, I think she's a bit much up in age to play Storm at this point. Yeah, they'll probably want somebody younger.
I mean, in the 90s, she could have.
I heard there's rumors that Tessa Thompson, because she's also part of the cinematic universe, might get Monet to go over there. That's a rumor.
Not to play Storm, though.
Hell no.
She already has a character.
Valkyrie.
No, I'm not talking about Tessa Thompson. I'm talking about Jonay Monet.
Hell no. Not.
I actually, you know what?
Phone.
I actually had some people in mind that could probably play her. Janelle Monáe wasn't one of them.
She ain't, because she's too weird, man.
But who did they have?
Have you ever heard of this? She's like a singer dancer. I don't know if she has ever acted, but she could play Storm because of her appearance. You ever heard of this girl? Her name is Normani Cordy.
No.
She was like the only black girl in that group Fifth Harmony.
Oh, her?
Oh. Yeah, I never watched them. As a straight man, I never watched them.
I never watched them either, but of course, with her being the only black girl in the group, she would stand out.
All right. What about an African artist? Actress, I mean.
That would be a good. Yeah, that would be a good pick too. Or
do it.
Hell no, they picked Tiffany Haddish to play Storm. I ain't watching that movie. I tell you that right now. If they pick Tiffany Haddish to play Storm, I ain't watching.
No.
You know that Tiffany Haddish wants to play the black sister of Wonder Woman? No. There's a black sister of Wonder Woman.
Well, she's the same woman that said she wanted Meryl Streep to play her mother. So that's not far fetched.
Yeah.
What about the UK person on to play what's her name? One of the roles in a movie. I've forgotten the character. The woman that was known for freeing slaves during slavery. I forgot her name.
Harriet Tubman.
Yeah. I was like shocked because they need to use an African American person to play that role, not someone from the UK. To make more sense.
Do y'all think that they should get a unknown actress or a known actress to play her?
I say unknown because we've seen too much of these bedwenching chicks in Hollywood. I say unknown.
I say anyone who has dark skin and from Africa or at least with black dark skin should be and this is just me, should be the best pick for the Storm character as long as she's young enough to do it, because for too long we have seen people, biracial or light-skinned women, play the Storm character, and they have watered down her character. Halle Berry and that other girl is just the unfortunate example.
Alexander Shipp or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. No, you're right. We need a darker skinned African person to play that role. Seriously.
Especially after the success of Black Panther, so they can't go out there and find one to actually play the part.
Yeah, definitely, Tyree. They could find someone that has a good South accent, dark skin, aggressive in the movie, because Storm is known to show so much, that aggressive
and femininity.
And then they can finally get her character right because, like you said, they always water her down, not only just in her appearance, but her abilities. I said Storm is no weak character. In the comics and even in the show, she was extremely powerful. I mean, you're talking about a woman who can control and manipulate weather patterns.
Yeah,
there's no low level power.
Yeah, Tarian, she's like more of a goddess of thunder. You know,
they call one of her names they call her was the Weather Witch.
I think I call her the goddess of thunder. You know.
I heard they call her the weather goddess or something.
Sort of, no, because she's she manipulates thunder. Her eyes glow like white, so it's someone with a very strong mind, strong character. She played that role properly.
Right.
So was there other good news you wanted to talk about, Terrain?
Actually, no. So now we can really get into the topics. Well, the first one I wanted to talk about was anybody, whether on the panel or down in the chat, was anybody affected by the hurricane?
Nope.
No.
And I live in the Carolinas.
I live in Virginia. Well, Northern Virginia, but no, was not affected.
Well, I live in Calgary, Canada. With just crazy snow everywhere.
Okay, because I kind of figured that because I know that they said that this hurricane really affected more so Florida and Georgia, but more so Florida. But Lisa was covering the storm, and that storm ran through that town or wherever it hit because it came in as a category 4, almost a 5.
That's the second hurricane in a short period of time. And the last one like a couple weeks back.
Exactly.
Well, Tyrene, it could be judgment on Florida anyway. You know they're the state.
Well, you got a point. There's a lot of ratchetry. There's a lot of ratchetry and a lot of racism that comes out of that state, as y'all probably already know. Because
Hey, Terrain, I was talking about that last night, the storm. And I was saying that I've been restudying the history of Florida, and Florida got a special type of evil down there. You know, that was a region that they used a lot of our royal babies as alligator bait.
They did the same thing in the Carolinas too.
Yeah, and there were many rosewoods down there. It's just a place. It's just a special type of evil that was going on down there.
Well, judgment is coming to them, so it's
the divine hand is real.
At one point in time, I thought about living in Florida, but I said, "Hell no!"
Oh no! I'm all the way.
I've only gone to Florida one time, and that was back in the early 2000s. And I went with my family. We went to Universal Studios.
Same here.
Never again will I go down. If I go down there in the heat, because it gets hot down there. And you know what's so crazy? I went in June, so you're talking about right as soon as summer hit.
Damn.
And when I was down there, and it was probably, we got down there and said, it's too hot to go outside and do something right now. Let's wait until the sun go down. We waited until the sun go down, and it was still hot.
Well, Tyree,
then you get that humidity.
Tyree, you should understand that the weather in Florida is almost similar to Africa, so that's why you have these alligators moving around. They like temperature.
Oh yeah, them alligators, they roam freely on the side of the road down there. You better not run over them either. You know how you got in some states where they have the deer crossing signs? Down there, they got gator crossing signs.
Wow.
Certain parts of South Carolina got them too.
You will ride on the road and you will see a family of gators right there in one of them little trenches.
Get out of here.
And they get big too.
That's a sign of what was going on in the 18th century. So the gators are is a sign to show that things, the baby baits and everything. So it's horrible. When I heard about
big
it,
too.
Tyrene, I was angry.
Yeah, I did a whole video about it on Black Junction, and a lot of people couldn't watch it. They couldn't.
I couldn't watch it myself because it was babies, for Christ's sake, used as bait.
Yeah. But they have to pay for that evil doing that to us,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seriously, for real.
Yeah. And I know it's hard for me to do those stories, but we got to keep them alive. Like I was saying,
never forget.
Some people may question well, why y'all do these stories? You know, they already reporting them. And I was showing a good example of the situation.
With definitely. So people like us, you know, back in Africa, you see all these videos constantly, so we know what's going on.
Well, see, the thing is, they might put a little teeny article, and I'm gonna use Tamir Rice for instance. Okay, this cop, they was trying to hire him, and they just reported a little small article, and many started talking about it, and we kept it alive. So it's like they'll bury it, we'll dig it up, we'll give it life, make it go viral even more. He ain't getting that damn job, you know, and that's us being on code. So some people
did he ever get that job?
No, hell no. And what I liked was everybody was on code. Even the mother was on code. She ain't talking about she forgive him. She said as long as she got air in her body, he ain't gonna never work. Then on top of that, the police chief talking about give him a second chance. That was really a third chance. Turned out that he been getting in out of all kind of trouble. So this dude is kryptonite. Anybody try to hire this murderer that killed our royal son, that he kryptonite now. And then he's talking about he broke. And so I don't give a damn if you broke. You murdered one of our children. Give a damn about.
He still got his peace officer license.
He's still breathing.
Yeah.
That kid, not only he's broke, he's dead. He's gone.
And then they talking about a second chance. When he killed him, he was having his second chance. What the hell are you talking about? That was his shit.
True. I want to make a comment. Like,
what's up, Gamer G?
Back in Africa, where like Nigeria, where I'm from, what we do is that anytime a police officer kills one of us back home, what the people do is that we go to the police station and we destroy it, we burn it. It goes crazy. It goes really mental, mental.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do, because we wreck the whole place. Like, you know, we're going through a lot of police brutality back home, and we're always fighting against it. Like, I've never liked police right from time. Never.
Hey, True, you actually like spoiled the next topic. That was what we was going to talk about. We were going to talk about Timothy Loman next. Have you been watching my notes?
No. You know, we pretty much do the same story. You know how
that's what we was going to talk about next. That's why I was just kicking back.
Speaking of which, what happened with that guy who ripped that 6-year-old little girl in Africa? I heard they trying to let him go.
Now that's somebody right there that needed his nuts crushed.
In South Africa?
Yes, that's how it happened in South Africa. Yeah, the EFF need to go and deal with his ass.
Yeah, the problem with South Africans is that they're too I find Julius Malema is doing a lot of job, but South Africans, because of the oppression of the white South Africans to them, so I don't know why they always tend to deviate sometimes, you know. But it's
I heard
funny.
They were trying to kill him in the bathroom, but the manager saved him.
Yeah, but know that most African governments always like to coon, you know, to
rape a child. Damn it, she's ruined.
It's horrible.
Yeah, she might have medical problems for the rest of her life behind that, right?
Yeah,
she's gonna be dealing with a lot of psychological damage for sure.
Yeah, and then they spare his ass.
Because the video is on online, and you can actually see where the thing is, it was one thing just to simply beat him, but something more should have happened. They had him cornered. He's in a stall.
I heard the man just saved him.
There's only so much you can do in a stall.
Damn.
Like
I'd have broke his neck.
Like back home,
I'd break his neck.
Trying to make the law for pedophiles the death penalty, because you know it's getting too much. Kidnapping, death penalty, pedophile, death penalty. We're trying to make all those homosexuals like 14 years imprisonment if you're caught in the homosexual act. So I don't know for South Africa, because South Africa is getting too lenient. You know, I wanted to see like more damage to that guy. Like, you know, back home, if someone was caught stealing, you have him burnt in a tire. If people think it's jungle justice, but sometimes, you know, back in the old days, you know, just
hey Victor, can I co-sign you, please? Hey, greetings to all of y'all, Sister Kim, all of y'all.
Hey, crew, what's up?
What's up, crew? Yeah, like I lived in Ghana for 3 years, right? I've seen people kill a chicken and the streets is on fire. You know, like you don't do that. They tell me stories. You get caught cheating in adultery Oh, it's gonna be like the queen on Game of Thrones. You walk.
Don't they cut your hair off or something like that if you're the female? If they catch you cheating?
You gonna be like Game of Thrones. Like you gonna walk through the street butt ass naked and everybody gonna shame you. Like, don't do that.
Yeah. If you stole them, they will make fun of you.
Sometimes you will die. You know what I mean? They'll beat you depending on what you're stealing. Like it's Western. Like they told us the cowboys or whatever. Wild West justice. You steal a horse. You know what I mean? A horse is above your wife type. They would kill you over that.
Wow.
You don't have time for that.
No time for nonsense there. So the South Africans took it to, I don't know, they would have taken it more like that guy should be dead by now if he's some other country.
Yeah, they got too much nonsense over here.
But here's the thing though, he might not make it outside that jail because I've heard stories about them African prisons being extremely brutal. He might not make it to sea trial, which he shouldn't.
What they need to do is treat him like Otto Warmbier did when he went over to South Korea and messed with that banner and said, "Nah, we're gonna sentence you to so and so years of harsh labor." That man didn't even make it 3 months before he was already in a hospital.
No, I remember that.
And they had to send him back, and he died here in the hospital.
I remember that story. And people thought something, we need to go to war, Korea. I said, for what?
For what?
Who told him to mess with that banner?
Tarish, understand that the South Korean jails, like they really torture you. They put
I can believe it too. I said, have you seen the look on their faces? They ain't playing.
It's salt, right? Like what they did to what was her name? Like they'll make sure they make you go through pain.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Hey, look. So they say I got caught with, I had a little smoke in my wallet, right? And you know out there, Victor, they grab your belt buckle. You know what I mean? They grab you by your belt. You ain't going nowhere, right?
Yep.
And they hold you, right? Yep. I said, oh, I didn't know it was there. That motherfucker slapped me in my face. Like, don't. That's how we deal with shit.
Back home in Nigeria, I've been pointed gun by the police. Like, the police back home don't play like, yo, if you're, straight up. They didn't shoot, but they just pointed the gun at you. Like, what
they come like the fire department.
Yeah, they just
controlling. They just come when somebody called.
Well, police worldwide is the same everywhere because they keep harassing, the innocent ones sometimes. And I've done some little in England, and because of the corruption that was going on, I resigned. I was like, no way, I'm not doing this anymore because they were just targeting our people mostly.
Hey, Vic, I got a quick question.
All right.
I've heard about like Nigeria being like really corrupt. Like how true is that, and what extent?
Let me explain that. Like Nigeria, right from time we were before we had this fake independence in the 60s. My mom used to tell me that it was a very good country. It's just that it was controlled by the British, and they were, I have a lot of pictures showing what they were doing. Like they were trying to turn us to second-class slaves anyway. After they left in the 60s and, we had a military regime that lasted for over 30 years. We had, the influence of the Europe, the UK, the US in our business. And they were putting, corrupt leaders. Even till now, they still do it because, Africa is like the last frontier and the resource of the world. So you have puppets all the time in power. Always in power. I've been someone that's been always against establishment, anti-government. I've always been against government because government don't do anything for you.
That's sad.
They always lie in your face. Like it's big. The corruption there is horrible because it has an external connection with mostly the UK and the US and other European countries and even with China now. So you have all these Nigerian leaders that are no different from Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, coonery and all kinds of stuff they do. So it's crazy there. My country is there's so much resource in my country, but you don't have leadership that can manage those resources for the people.
Yeah, that's the part that we don't understand is you know, all the resources and all these other people that's coming over there to rape the motherland. People like me, for instance, it's a lot of us. It pisses us off.
Yeah,
that's home to us. Even though we're not over there, it's like, how can our folks continue to let this shit keep happening? You got, you keep letting it. Now you got these Asians over there, and now they letting them be the police and disrespect our folks. Get their ass up out of there. We know how to we know how to run our own shit. It's like they trying to say these Africans don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, because we have a lot of African leaders that sell out a lot. Sell out. I'm not hiding my statement here. I'm going to say
another thing I got to ask too, because you have certain Africans. I know it's not all, but it's some. Because I've had to deal with at least one on YouTube. They say the most hatred things about African Americans and saying something like, "That's why the white man loves us better. The police will never shoot me."
Right.
I said, come down there in South Carolina and say that.
Dang.
Okay. Oh, let me try and explain to that, because I've seen videos of Africans making such comments, and for me, I see that as bullshit, because here in Canada, in Calgary, I get racially harassed all the time. So it's this is not about if you're African or African American.
Yeah, they can't tell until you open your mouth. So they don't. That I never understood. I never understood that. My aunt, she married a man from Nigeria. They've been married like 30 years, and he gave us a lot of he gave us a lot of insight on what's going on, and it's like anything in the world.
Yeah,
we got our coons over here. They got their coons over there.
Yeah, we have our sellouts there. We have people that are two-mouthed, double-faced. Yeah, definitely. So for me, like, coming to Canada and also going to the UK and seeing all this stuff, it has given me an understanding of really what's really going on. So I tend to learn, because even here, some of our African brothers still have that crazy mindset. And I normally do hidden interviews with them. Like, I say one thing, they tell me 20 things. So I'm trying to find out what is really the issue. Because
it's funny that you mentioned something about the Asians in Africa, because I don't know if you saw Chris Miller over in your channel. He did a video yesterday talking about how Asians now are putting barbershops in black neighborhoods where they are cutting black heads.
I wouldn't let
Yes, I've seen it.
I wouldn't. I don't want
the hell no.
I saw that.
Our folks gotta stop, man. That shit.
I won't even go to that kind of barbershop. Like, God forbid.
Yeah, you don't let them people even touch you. I mean, remember last year? I don't know what region it was over in Africa. They're gonna say that the Africans can't come to the restaurant at a certain time.
That was in Kenya. That was nonsense. Like, seriously.
Didn't they burn down that restaurant?
They shut that bitch down. What they did, I think they sent the health department over there. And I said, okay, there's some of them that's going to stay on cold.
I think we need to boycott all these Asian stores for real, seriously, because
send their ass back where they belong. Because like the incident that happened a couple of short months ago, the guy was sitting there. Y'all hate y'all. You smell like dogs. And it's like, what your ass doing over there?
The leader monkey.
Kick his ass out. Yeah, definitely. It's stupid.
No,
they gotta beat his ass for that shit.
They deported that Asian guy.
This is what gets me. They the one that got the monkey blood. They the one. This is no bullshit.
But we the monkeys.
This is no bullshit. They got monkey blood, and then I grew up around a lot of them, and when I learned it this year, I didn't know, and I said to my husband, when we were studying it online, I said, look at how they squat all the way down to the ground over here, because I live up here near San Francisco, and you see them, they don't need to sit nowhere, they just squat like a monkey.
And they always say that. A lot of people like to call black people monkeys because of the fur on their body. But if you shave a monkey all the way down to their skin, it looks very pale.
Don't it?
But you want to know one thing?
You know what? Something This is why I was kind of happy with Sierra Leone. You know, that country that recently rejected a project from China.
The airport.
Too.
It was an airport.
Yeah, they rejected the airport.
They're gonna refurbish what they have. They don't need their damn money. You know, they don't need their money. You got money right there. Got all the resources. That's the motherland. Damn.
Yeah, I feel that most like we Africans and African Americans, we can, and also in the Caribbeans, we can come together and build ourselves any infrastructure. Like I do construction, so I see that we can do it. We don't need these guys building stuff for us.
No, I don't work anymore, but I'm a welder. I welded for 17 years. We can do it.
That's a nice trade.
Yeah, my husband was an iron worker for 40 years. We can build our own shit.
Oh yeah, I did like a little light version of iron work, and that is some hard shit. You got a good man out there.
Hey, true will.
Yes.
Like, I'm glad to talk to all of y'all. But you are exactly right. We won everything. All we got to do is stay on code. They're going to die out because what they're doing is wrong.
We invented everything the world is using, so we could do it.
Yeah, everything started from us. We don't need it. It's all psychological.
Another thing I would like to add into, it's like all these trash talks they like to do. They know who to say that in front of. They never go after certain black people say this stuff in front of us, call us monkeys and stuff. They know who not to.
Yeah.
Of course not. Of course not.
Like I was walking the construction site, and this white dude is always trying to feel like he's a slave man. So I told him off, like, dude, I have to give him the Nigerian treatment. Like, dude, stay away. Like, don't piss me off.
Like, same thing happened to me. Like, because I work in sanitation. I had this white dude coming at me. I tried to ignore him, but after a while, he kept following me. The dudes I work with realized I'm about to break this old dude ass. I don't care how old he was. They had to stop me and hold me and told me just keep walking. We had to leave that site for a little minute.
I fought him at work. I threw hammers. I choked. I threw I no. Hell no.
They try to get it.
I want to eat. I gotta eat. I gotta feed my family. I didn't give it. I know I can't beat up a man, but they thought I was crazy.
They try to get a Somali guy. One of these people tried to get one of the Somali guys that work for me, one of my truck drivers. And he caught him like off camera, but the Somali guy, he did like, the old video. He didn't fight back, right? But the other guy got fired. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like, all right. Like, people say, "Oh, the police this that." Let's take over our own shit, so we police ourselves because they don't understand how we wave our hands and we're so animated.
Yeah.
So
they like to go too far. I didn't see how they treat brothers at work, and one thing I've seen many black men just go show up for work. Show up for work. This is his first day on the job site. He just working. Just your energy messes with their psyche. I seen it.
Yeah, definitely. Because
I would tell a lot of sisters. I said, our men out here working. I said, this demon. My father taught me well about this demon. I said, I didn't see many a brother come to work minding his business, and he ain't even did 4 hours, and they already didn't give him a check. And I was like, wow. Just because of his energy, they are the most inadequate people
the rest of them
been around.
You're correct, because for me, like I lift what 30 men will lift, and those guys will lift what a baby will lift. So we're not on the same page. We're more physically strong.
Another thing that people don't know. Let me tell you something about most construction workers, and we're only talking about the enemy. They don't read. They don't know how to write. They can barely sign their name on their check. Only thing they talk about is sex.
I can co-sign. I used to do construction.
That's it.
Yes, I used to do construction, so I can co-sign that.
You start talking about politics or anything else, you don't know what you're talking about. Bring a book to work.
I've done the same thing at mine. I've done the same thing at my job. People looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm reading a book on like finances and stuff.
And then what they asses do when they get off of work, I remember I worked on this job in San Francisco down on the Embarcadero. Yeah. What they do, there was some white guys I work with. All of them would get a 6-pack apiece. By the time they get home, they stumbling drunk. Can you imagine every day your husband, let's say, okay, y'all men, your wife come home drunk, stumbling out the car. That's all they do. They can't wait to get that 6-pack.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a couple dudes like that at my job, just straight drunk. Like when the stuff start coming out of them, you can tell. And
you can smell it in their pores and everything.
Yes. Yeah. And he'd be real close to getting knocked out too.
Don't take it back.
I mean, and I never worked with such dumb to the core. And then what they do is they surround them with a bunch of Mexicans, and then Mexicans work in fear. And when I worked on the Bay Bridge, the last job I worked on was on the Bay Bridge, and I ain't never built a bridge. And I noticed that a lot of the architects was coming out and they was asking us questions and stuff. And these Mexicans would just, they can't speak no English and stuff. And I had to talk to some of them. I told them, I said, y'all gonna have to follow the safety rules out here, because I ain't trying to die. And working all in that fear shit.
Because that's my biggest problem with them. They don't follow no rules. And you be trusting these motherfuckers with your lives and shit.
Some of them don't even have licenses.
I seen a dude. I seen a dude one time on a ladder. I seen a Mexican on a ladder with a grinder, grinding something off of a wall. You're supposed to have a 3-point contact on a ladder at all times, just to get from point A to point B. And if you got to grind something, then somebody got to put up some scaffolding, and you got to put on the safety harness and all of that. Doing it anyway. I unplugged it. I said, "You're not working." He said, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm running."
Lisa. I had a homie who like worked at like another construction company. He said like a Mexican was like working on his tower, and he had no harness, anything like that. Fell off the tower and died.
You know what happened?
When I was dumping garbage and stuff, we had to go by some houses that are getting built. I've seen them on a roof, nothing on. They just got shirts off, nothing with power tools. I'm looking at it. Y'all got nothing to hold yourself. That's at least a 2-story house.
That's crazy.
Not my concrete on the ground.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care at all.
They had a Mexican dude. It scared the living crap out of me. We had this mass safety meeting, and this guy wasn't even an electrician. He was in the laborers union. Okay, they had him doing electrical work. Do you know this dude got to messing around with that stuff, and it fried his whole arm off. He died on the job.
That's trying to be cheap stuff.
That's exactly what they do.
That's messed up right there. Someone who's not even trained at that job, you're just gonna force them to do that work.
Yeah, a lot of them are illegal too.
They work in fear.
Some of them do not have even licenses.
My point is,
they don't want to get deported. That's why they work in fear, is because they do not want to get deported. But you know what? Trump wants them deported anyway.
And what they'll do is
that's white on white crime. I don't care what they do. They can do that. They can break the rules. That's them. Mm-hmm. Don't break the rules and build the bridge, like you said. You know what I mean?
No,
and fuck up the San Francisco bridge where all of us gotta drive though. But now if you want to go climb up that shit without your safety ladder, and we're telling you don't do it, you need 3-point shit.
Yeah, 3-point contact all the time.
Yeah. You wanna know what's so funny about this? And it doesn't even have anything to really do with construction, but it's when someone had mentioned something about how they're illegal. Have y'all noticed that now that they wanted to put all these illegals, all the immigrants back to wherever they came from, mostly across the border? Now you got all these crying sob stories coming out. Well, our crops are dying. Well, get out there and you tend to your own crop.
I know. I was saying that to Lisa. I was saying that to Lisa. I was saying I got a farm, and it's about in 2 weeks I got to pick my shit, and I don't got nobody to work for me. Well, I'm gonna be out there working, and I'm gonna humble myself and pay people right, and go get some people.
They said that they were slaves too.
No.
Okay. And then they say they build the pyramids, right? They say they build the pyramids. Build one right now. Build one now.
Sorry.
Yeah, build one.
They can't stand the
They
heat.
can't work on it.
And we will build the pyramids right now, but we're not gonna let them know. We're not gonna talk about it on YouTube either.
You know what? I got a video on my channel. Y'all have to dig for it. Eddie Griffin told them how to build those pyramids.
Oh, you talking about the freedom of speech stand up?
Yeah, he told them how to actually build the pyramids. Oh, they death threats, all kind of shit like that. These people,
man, he spent too much truth in that one.
Because it's so hot in building it.
Another thing too, like me being a sanitation.
They saying they build that stuff, and that's the part that gets me. It's like, well, why you not building it now? Why you not in the sun now doing it?
Well, first they say they built it, then they'll say aliens put it down, from the sky, all types of stuff.
When it's a black man involved, he's an alien. He's an alien. Okay.
That's what like when I was in jail, right? One of the guys, he said, man, look, so if black man sitting there with a hammer and his tools standing next to the pyramid, nobody is out there. They say he didn't build that shit. And he's standing right next to this shit. You know what I mean? Hands dirty and everything. But they say, no, he didn't build that shit. It was an alien. That's the most racist shit ever. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's the only one out there.
They really tell us we the aliens. Yeah.
And another thing I would like to say on this.
And the thing is, how could they have thrived out in that sun? There was no banana boat sunscreen back then. Not that they should be using it. And let them continue to use it because they are boiling right now. They have the Dragon Balls on their skin.
I was watching this video a couple of weeks ago. This man, he was an astronomer, and he actually got to see unquote aliens. And so this white woman was interviewing him, and she was like, well, what do they look like? And he said they were black. She said, oh, you mean like they had black on them? No, they were black. And she was like, well, what do you mean? She wanted him to keep saying different stuff. No. And this man, he was old white man, well in his 90s. No, he was letting them know what I seen was black. You might as well just accept it. So if you see a UFO, it's some black folks in it.
You know,
when they y'all notice when they say aliens abduct people, nobody black considered to be abducted. It always them.
Yeah, or a cow.
No, who has any use of abducting a soulless person, a hybrid? Nobody wants y'all.
They wouldn't even want them for a snack because they would be unseasoned. They like a little flavor.
Hey, did y'all see that movie Ken?
What movie? Say that
again? Ken.
I never heard of that movie.
It was like that movie about that black kid that had that gun.
The weapon.
Yeah.
The little space weapon.
Spell it.
It's new.
K-I-N.
Oh,
Ken.
Oh. Thing I heard about it.
Yeah. It was like a little boy, like he had this weapon and like he controlled and all that, and then find out it was like some alien weapon and the aliens that came for the weapon with black. I think like his father was played by Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, I gotta watch that. I see it. Okay.
Yeah. I was like,
and he got like adopted brother or something like that.
Yeah. He was like adopted into a white family, but. So found his real family.
Most of y'all are movie buffs. I have a question to ask y'all. So do y'all think it's a world out there called Wakanda?
I mean, if it is, it probably ain't called Wakanda, but I'm sure it's probably something like that out there. We just don't know about it.
I'm sure there are civilizations out there that are I would say advanced in Africa. Like I wouldn't say on the scale of a Wakanda, but not how mainstream media will have you thinking that Africans live in nothing but mud huts like they've been doing that for years.
I love the hut story. We didn't come from huts. What happened was the huts came after the fact, after we were infiltrated, had to get away from the enemy and survive. We came from palaces, and many of us have showed those castles and palaces that are still up. I've seen a lot of them, like in Ethiopia, and they're identical to the ones in Europe. You know, they steal everything.
Oh,
hey,
you know.
Troy. So there's nothing wrong with mud huts, because I've been in Ghana and I see cities that's all mud huts. You know what I mean?
I'm not knocking. I'm not knocking the mud huts. Sometimes the enemy will. It hurts them when we say to them, "Well, y'all came out of caves." Yeah. You know, it really hurts their soul.
See, I'm really not. Look, I've seen, like, Gab had something. He had something, and my dad agreed with it. And my dad is well learned too. He lives in Ghana, but I've seen some things, and I'm not mad at them. They're doing what they need to do. Copper Comedy was with Jared Taylor last night.
They knew how to survive. But
they have to do to survive.
Yeah, they had to do what they had to do, and they could keep it moving and stuff. Because when my husband said it to me one day, he said, "Wait a minute, we didn't start out like that." And then
millions of years. We've been here forever.
Yeah, we old as dust, old as dirt. But
long I always in the tooth, as they say.
And when they use the term "nothing is new as under the sun," this technology that we have, y'all have to realize this is antiquated. They got technology so far more advanced than this. This white man is all excited about this technology. Oh well, whatever, you know.
Right, because me and you could have been thinking thoughts to each other.
Yeah.
If it was back
telepathic
times. When you think about it, who the one that took it to the next level? The cell phone. Who invented the cell phone?
Jesse Russell. He actually graduated from TSU where I live at.
They still need our brilliance to get it to.
Yeah, I noticed there's a robotics expert from Africa. He's like the highest paid. I remember his name. Solid something. I can't remember.
I know he's like I know exactly what you're talking about.
And as you said, brilliance, True Royal. That is it's written by them, but it's a good book series.
It's called what you said. It's called Brilliance.
Yeah, that is a very good book series.
Okay. Boy, you got me on one. I got a movie to watch, a book to read.
It's by Marcus.
By who?
Marcus Saki.
Marcus, I don't know how to spell Saki.
Sakey.
Okay, I actually wanted to go on to the next topic, and I know y'all are probably gonna enjoy. I was enjoying the discussion. I don't want to stop you. That's why I kept it going, because I wanted to see what else y'all was gonna talk about. But the next one I wanted to talk about, and y'all already know how I feel about this group of women, but this one in particular, and that's Rose McGowan.
Her old worn out ass.
What did she do?
Because now she has said, or she's so-called calling herself exposing Me Too for what they really are. I said, first off, you like a day late and a few dollars short. Because we already knew what they was about. You just mad because your platform didn't go where you wanted it to go while spewing all that BS.
And her career didn't win up like it was like she thought it was.
Well, you know what they're doing now? I know you probably know, Taryn. Now what the Me Too is also doing now is they taking a knee.
Oh God.
So she's just going around, because see, that Me Too was really first and foremost was to put some recognition on Black women and girls being raped or molested, and then Becky hijacks it. Okay, she not getting her way. You see how they acted during the Supreme, whoever gonna be up there in the Supreme Court. So now she's screaming and hollering and acting all out and all this type of stuff like that. And I'm gonna do a video about it. But now they want to take a knee, and it was a sister that brought it to light. I'm gonna bring it to light even more. And what it is these white men been knowing this bitch been lying. I don't know how many millions of Black men been hung, how many towns been burnt down, how many Black women been killed. black children been killed, and they know she been lying, and now it has landed on his lap because her issue was, I always go back to the suffrage movement, the black man was able to vote first here in America, and it pissed her off. And she wants that unquote throne. So Hillary, first, she just thought she was just going to take it, and then here come Obama, sorry ass. And then, you know, she tried a second time. She just aged out of that. And I remember when I was saying to Ren, before Trump became president, I said, how is the white woman going to react if she don't become president? And she's at her wit end, and those white men was really showing them, I don't care what kind of temper tantrums you have, I don't care what you saying. Yeah, it's fine. They can say Bill Cosby raped somebody 50 years ago, lock him up, but you ain't gonna say not one of ours. They showed you they don't give a damn. So
and these were the same women that they voted for him.
Yeah.
So I would like I keep going back to that video I did the night he got elected, or was it the day? It may have been the day after when I said y'all may not. I said y'all may not see it now, or it may not come next week, or even next year. But eventually, y'all are gonna see the error of your ways, and now they're starting to see it. But it's already too late.
Tarin, you know that
I just saw something too.
Tarin, that website is down. You put it up within that week, because I personally remember watching it, and they were having voter regret and all of that kind of stuff.
I remember that video.
That was so funny to read, though. And you're right, though. That website was gone, like probably a little bit after I made that video. I said, "Ooh, I wonder if I caused that," because basically all it was a bunch of screenshots from like people on Twitter talking about how they regret voting for Trump. And mind you, that Tumblr page had just went up after he got elected.
I don't even.
It wasn't like it was months down the line. It was right after.
It was right after, yeah, right after, just out of sheer spite. And you know, I guess they thought we were getting something. I don't know what the hell they thought we was getting, because Obama was there. One thing that I remember about, I'm not sure, don't hold me to it, but I know he went to Africa, and I think he went to Nigeria. In the way he was talking to the Nigerians, you know, he was talking to them like, all y'all do is run scams. You need to stop being corrupt. And I said, wait a minute, what's wrong with these people? You don't go to other people's countries and talk down at him. Who are you? Give a damn if you're the president.
But you gotta remember, he was raised up by white people to become president.
Yeah, so he thinks like,
you know, I just thought of something too. Amber Rose is the modern day Rose McGowan back when she was in her prime. I don't know why that thought just came to my head. Amber Rose is the modern day Rose McGowan back when she was in her prime, using sex to get what she wants.
Right, but Amber Rose is black. She's passed.
I don't count her as black.
No, she is really black. White people out here will not accept her. I am in North Dakota. I'm from Chicago. They do not accept her. I know what white people are. I know what black people are. I'm from Chicago. I'm from the suburbs. Live down the street from R. Kelly and shit like that. He used to come play ball with us. You know what I mean? I grew up Jack and Jill. I'm Boulay. You feel me?
Okay.
But I'm on code, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I know a white person from a black person.
Exactly.
I know the paperback. Amber Rose is a fucking black person.
Yeah, when I first seen her, I knew she was black. She a wannabe. She don't want to be what she is.
She's a disgusting individual, in my eyes.
Want to be the beast.
She want to act like she white, and then every movement she does represents black people.
But she gets her money from the white feminist movement.
So don't everybody? All of hip hop, you know what I mean? Hip hop started off as a movement, just like I guess all of us are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Torian, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hero, like we're here to, you know what I mean? Try to change the mindset, but then you get these people that want to just go off the beef.
I remember when I'm the oldest one on the panel. I remember when hip
Who was that?
Yeah.
it was popular.
Y'all hear me? Yo, Victor.
Hey, somebody needs to mute page.
Uh-oh.
Yard.
Right at the music show.
Somebody guessing the camera.
I just wanted I just wanted to say I remember when it wasn't no hip hop, and when it came out, it was positive. It's not what we hear now. And then, you know, all to degrade women.
Somebody in a wind tunnel or something?
Hey, Torian, take care of that, please. Find who that is and mute them.
How is it now? I'm muted. See if he can get
it's
it
better. You can hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
You good.
I just want to let y'all know I remember when it came out and it was positive. It wasn't what it was.
No.
Distinctly. 1977 that I can remember the first time hearing any type of rap music.
I don't listen to because they on that homo stuff.
And even before then, like even the slave music, we was rapping. Like if you go back to the African music, you know what I mean? Like the way they say the lyrics or whatever to their songs, it was still rapping. I've had white Jewish people tell me, you know what I mean? And I've been in a lot of classes. My major is, you know what I mean, music production.
Okay. All right.
Even white Jewish people tell us that my professor said all of this shit started from the slavery. Slave, you know what I mean? Slave spirituals and this, that. And he's being this because I know we've been here way longer than what they call slavery, 5,000 years ago. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, we started all of the music. Like you get these rockers talking about they got that ska music that bloom, 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 but they do the rock and roll behind it. But that's all Bob Marley. That's ska. You know what I mean? All music, rock and roll, everything is us. We did that.
Even classical, because we did that too.
Yeah, we did all kinds of music, all kinds.
The only thing, like from my training, is the European music that was a little bit different. But that shit didn't go nowhere. Even Beethoven was black, so all of them was black. You know what I mean? They might have been light skinned, like even Copper Comedy. That's a light skinned, straight hair motherfucker, right?
Who?
Copper Comedy.
Okay.
Never heard of that person before.
Yeah.
Y'all haven't heard of Brother Copper.
I just want to say this, like the thing for Mr. Bill Cosby, because I was a fan of watching most of his shows, the Cosby Show, Different World. I really felt bad when that verdict was dropped, like, you know, given.
Me too.
They broke the law to do that. They broke the law.
I've been trying to say that, but people thought I'm wrong. I said they broke laws and changed. What about the rest of Hollywood? Why is Bill Cosby the only one in prison?
You know what the Me Too movement is saying? They're saying that these other men that they're outing, they can just go away. No. You're having selective. That's that selective outrage. It's like they jammed up these different feminist groups, like when that cop raped them sisters, and it was like, well, why y'all not supporting them? Oh, we don't want to mess up the case. You know that Asian dude that had raped all them sisters and stuff.
Cosby wasn't caught with, like, they just said he did it, but there was no really evidence, because like it was annoying. Like someone that I grew up as a mentor, you know, watching his program on TV as a child. So I was like wondering, why would they want to do this to this man? Like the guy was.
He's a black man. He had.
I was really shocked.
And then when you really, and I'm really glad Nicole really kept us abreast of the case, because you have to really find out the core of it. Really, she's trying to say that he gave her a Benadryl not whatever else they was talking about, them other pills, a damn Benadryl.
Yeah, because you sneezing.
So that
Yeah,
was wow.
You know, the guy was, with this movie, The Different World, he made me to try and like know that, going to the university is going to be like a different
showing kids go to college and stuff like that. Yeah, that's too positive.
Well, I know it's weird, like the guy from Seventh Heaven. He admitted to molesting kids. Why he in jail?
And his wife actually confirmed.
Why Mr. Bill Cosby? It's so annoying. Like,
I think because he.
My point is, Seventh Heaven
by
to
NBC.
Send Cosby to jail. I don't care. You could leave them out. Who cares? That's the person. I separate the person from the message.
All
right. Ivan Van Sertima was a swirler. Do we reject his message? Or do we're still, that's why we're here based on what he said. You feel me? Malcolm X, he changed his ways later, but that was Detroit Red. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was selling hookers.
You're not going to get perfection. I mean, we just, to hell with that. I mean, you can learn from a fool.
The only thing Bill Cosby is guilty of.
Yeah, I'm more of a Malcolm X person than.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
That's the only thing he's guilty of, being an adulterer.
Yeah, that's it, and that's between him and his wife.
You cannot prove that he raped any of those women. You cannot prove anything. They basically convicted him. Like he said,
no proof. Nothing.
And they keep. And another thing, no one has been able to answer me. I said, why did they wait 30 years to come out? Why didn't they say it right then and there? They were grown women at the time.
Make it.
You know, a lot of these like a lot of these people be trying to it's like, I tell you one case that they did that I paid attention to, like with the Kobe Bryant situation. When that DA was up there, and I've been in that town because my daughter went to school up there. It's a little town. And the judge said this, well, it's not a lot into it, but we're going to see what it's going to be. And it's to further, they be trying to further their political careers off of a celebrity name. And
that's exactly what that prosecutor wanted to do. That's why
with Michael Jackson. Just like with Michael Jackson. And I'm going to tell you why that Kobe Bryant case didn't go all the way through. What they did was they put that white girl in a rehab. And as they was, they like to use all these stall tactics and drag it out. Well, while they trying to get her cleaned up in this damn rehab, she gets pregnant. She get knocked up by another dude in there. So it wasn't going to be a good look. Her sitting on a stand.
Knocked up in jail?
No. At a rehab. They put her in a rehab. She was a drug addict.
No sex like American Horror Story.
Seriously.
Well, when she claimed, because her mother said, no, you were raped, because she runs home and say, oh, I had sex with Kobe Bryant. When she go get tested, she had 3 different semens in her.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's how they acquitted Kobe Bryant, because she had 3 different semens.
No. It was they didn't even care about that. The enemy is grimy. No, it didn't look good. What they were doing, they were getting her cleaned up. They gonna give you a makeover, right? So they was getting her cleaned up. Well, with stalling the case too long, while she was in rehab, she got pregnant by somebody in rehab to the point she was showing. It wasn't a good look.
Hey, that's what I want to ask you, True Royal, right? You're an older woman, right?
Yes.
Through life, right?
Yeah, I'm old. I'm not old, but I don't mind.
She's mature.
I'm 53. I'm almost 53.
You're 33.
53. It's fine.
I'm 27. I'm not 37. I'm 27. You're 37. You're 33. But what I want to ask you, right?
I just had to walk out because I was helping put away some groceries. Was there anything I missed?
Yeah, let me ask True Royal a question.
All right.
Real quick. So if they say you can't consent when you're drunk, right?
Yeah.
What happens when everybody is drunk?
Same rules still apply if I'm not mistaken.
Everybody's consenting. What about what? This is how I look at it.
You be drunk and do stupid shit, right?
Let's switch it around. Say the man say no, I don't want to have sex, and she force it on him. He can say rape, right? Can he?
Yeah,
but they don't want to see that.
Don't that sound silly?
You know what I mean?
It sounds like the guy.
Everybody want to be equal, right? You know what I mean?
No, I don't want to be equal.
You're a steel worker. You know what I mean?
I don't want to be equal.
Well, see, there was a case in North Carolina where this lady. There was a case in North Carolina where this lady had a technician come to by her house. I think it was a cable technician guy, and she actually forced the guy so she could have oral sex with him. And the guy went to the police. She pretty much hemmed the guy up.
He reported a blowjob.
He reported the blowjob.
That's a silk. That motherfucker. That motherfucker should have took that shit.
A forced blowjob? Damn, I didn't heard it all.
North Carolina. I think it was in Fayetteville, I believe.
I'm speechless.
Wait a minute.
I think there's enough in there for today.
How do that work? Wow.
You need to avoid women.
I'm good.
No, but there are some dudes that like women abuse. You know what I mean? Like, I'm finna.
No. See what
you got some man beaters out there.
Real quick. Don't get me wrong. What I don't like is what these women are doing is taking away from the women and young ladies that are true violators. I don't like that.
Exactly. I don't like it either.
Mm-mm.
So let me throw out something. It's fictional, right? So say perhaps you sleeping with somebody, but you thought you slept with somebody else. You found out in the morning that it wasn't that person. And everybody was drunk.
Okay.
I want to ask you, Truth, what do you think? Is that worth a Cosby, or is it you were drunk and dumb?
It could be both of those.
Yeah.
One thing that I will say is during that era, that's what they were all doing during that era. In the mid 60s, 70s, it was free love. I happened to witness a lot of it. I was raised in the Haight-Ashbury in the early 70s, and I seen a lot of that where people were talking about, you want a lewd, man? Here, take this, take that. And that was that. No, I'm just saying that's how they would talk. And that was the era. And these are nothing more than angry ass women. They knew that he was married. They laid up with him. They was the type of women that they tossed around. They were part of
casting couches.
Yeah, and he might have promised her something. A man will lie to you to get some sex. They'll promise you something. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna get you to do a little something. And then he'll be like, who are you? You don't even remember. We was all high. So everybody guilty.
What sold
me? And I would like to add into that question that you asked.
But that's not rape
on YouTube.
That's regret.
Yeah.
That's not
rape. But that's the thing.
He might have had regret too. Shit.
Yeah, like you raped me, shit.
But that's the whole thing that they're trying to promote is that if you have regret sex, that's still rape.
Seriously, anything like called regret.
But here's the thing too. Like on YouTube, there's a lot of these trannies. They'll admit to tricking a man into having sex with him, not knowing that that's a man. Do they get charged for rape?
They'll come up dead doing that.
They do.
Yeah.
And then they'll hit the person who killed them with a hate crime.
Yeah. I like his choice.
But how do you have sex with a tranny and don't know? Because me,
having surgeries now, bro. You don't know that they be having surgeries and stuff now.
They can have makeshift pussies.
Yeah, it's in Atlanta, Chicago, and all the major other cities.
I mean, think about how many rappers you know that was messing with transvestites. I think Chingy.
Yeah, I think she lied on him though. Well, I'm sorry, he lied on him, Chingy though.
No, who was that other dude? He was part of that. I think. What's that dude?
I think it was that boxer. It was a boxer mess with.
It was a rapper. I think he used to rap with Nelly. What was that dude's name?
No, I think you're thinking of Young Buck.
Not Nelly.
It wasn't
Young Buck was on 50 Cent.
Young Buck was rapping with 50 Cent.
Yeah, I know that, but I think he's the last one I've heard of be messing with them.
One of them dudes that got caught. That's a rapper, and he was with a tranny, and I'm like,
Bobby Valentino.
Bobby Valentino.
No,
He's an
wasn't
R&B
Valentino.
singer.
No. This was some recent stuff.
Oh, I heard it.
And I was like, damn. And but I don't know how true a lot of this stuff be, because a lot of people will out you because they get tired of having sex with you and out you, and then the money ain't flowing, and then all of a sudden, bam. That's
why I say nobody can out me, because look, I live around a bunch of white girls. I might fuck one of them, and I'm telling you what I might fuck one of them, but I'm black first.
But
goddamn it, I mean, shit, I live in North Dakota. Goddamn, I can't do
proximity. But there was actually a transvestite that tried to get
away from
out LL Cool J. Actually,
LL Cool J.
Yeah, there was a transvestite that tried to out LL Cool J. My brother was telling me about it, and he said he was so enthralled with it. He was 30 minutes late for work. Listen to it.
Eddie Murphy, same way.
Yeah, that's not a secret with Eddie.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and I hate to say it because he's deceased, but Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I saw a video with that thing. Sidney Starr. He had a bunch of. It's a New York City. All of them touching up on his booty and not knowing that's a man being thirsty. I'm looking at this. I'm like, I'm disgusted. I'm like, they don't know that's a man. I just had to shake my head. I'm like, dog, how y'all being so thirsty?
Yeah.
These dudes are so thirsty, it wasn't even funny.
Yeah, we live in the messed up world. Definitely.
H. Royal. Yes. This is actually segueing into the next topic, and I wanted to get your opinion on it first, since you are the only woman on the panel, and since the person I'm about to bring, whose phone is ringing?
That's in the background.
Oh, but since the person I'm about to bring up, y'all are close proximity in age, and y'all are both women. I really wanted to hear your take on it first, and then I'll let the other guys answer. So, Tina Knowles. And that situation that happened with her husband in that interview, what is your take on that? I know you saw it.
Aaron,
hold on. I want Chirua to answer first, because like I said, she's the only woman on the panel, so I wanted to, and she's married too, so I wanted her take on it first.
Okay.
She was off cold on that, and you don't, the way the society is, it's always to disrespect and bash a black man. And also, and I've experienced this being out with my husband, we can be like taking care of business, and they will come to me and opposed to him, and I'll get real quiet. And you gotta be on code, because they picking up anything. You don't degrade a black man in the public. You got to be careful about what you say. No, that wasn't cool. It wasn't cool. I can't condone it.
Can I answer that as the youngest member when she's finished?
That's the only way I can put it. I don't know. I have nothing else to add. She was wrong.
Yeah,
okay,
was terrible. It was horrible to try to make your man look like he's nothing. To me, if my mom did that to my dad, I don't think my dad would take it. No way. It's horrible.
And you know what's so funny? When I did the video about it, and I was looking through some of the comments, people were saying that I was nitpicking about it, or saying it wasn't that big of a deal. I said, y'all need to go watch the full clip, because what I played for y'all, that was only a small portion, but that was the part that really got me. But there was more to it as well. As a matter of fact, Angry Man did a live stream talking about it, and he played more of the clip than what I played for y'all on my channel, for those of you who watched it. He actually talked about how she tries to dress him and then mentioned the word defiance. I said, you don't use the word defiance to your husband. You use that to your child.
As a young man,
I want to add something to this too. That's been on. That got to me, and I didn't like it, and I'm still pissed about it. I don't like the way Gabrielle Union talks about Dwayne Wade, and she does the same shit. She talked about how he don't know how to manage his money.
She don't say shit like that in public.
Yeah, I didn't like that. And I read this article how she was talking about that, and then she sounds, and I'm not saying all. I don't want to say all, no, I'm gonna put it this way. I'm not saying all because I know it's other sisters, women. Some women who can't have children have a tendency to be mean and harsh, and that's not all. You know, the people that make videos, we really need to make a video and say not all, and everything. And so she's mean. She's mean. She got a meanness there, and the way she was talking about her stepsons, it was a put down too, as well. But I really didn't like the way she was putting Dwayne Wade's business in the street. You know, because the enemy is hanging on to that, and we gotta. I often talk about on my channel being on code, and even in your own personal relationships. Me and my husband, we've been married 19 years. We on code. I'm not fronting my husband off. He's not fronting me off. We show each other the utmost respect.
As a single man here, when I saw that, I could see where Beyonce gets that attitude from. I think she gets that from her.
Yeah, I think, and the fact is that this is why brothers are going for African women, because of, most African American women tend to have that kind of attribute too. I don't, like, seriously, that was really bad.
Yeah, I looked at it. I'd have cussed her out. I would have cussed her out.
Well, see,
if my dad was
her
on
face
that,
looked like Maniac Cop.
Y'all often hear me quote my father. He's passed on, but my father raised me how to treat a man. So I can only give all the credit to my father.
Hey, true.
But
I can agree with
Tina Knowles. That's that strong, independent thing that some of these women, especially in my age range, I'm 27, so they like to have that same attitude. And how much women? Because I've seen women co-signing that.
You thinking like a feminist? You thinking like Becky? And then the thing is, the word that feminists hate is that word unquote submit, and they don't even know what submit even mean, because
I'm the same ones that matter Amar de la Negra for that post about cooking and cleaning.
Yeah,
let me say this.
Go ahead.
Well, let me say this. Well, mine age royal. So it's like for my mom, to her submitting is like your respecting. It's like she still does the same thing she was doing like 30 years ago. And take care of him, make sure the house is good, everything is nice. Like when I tell people here of my mom, though, they're like, "Oh, your mom has been a slave." I'm like, "Well, you gotta tell her that, and maybe she'll give it." So it doesn't make sense at all.
But it's going hand in hand because the husband is submitting too as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's showing respect too as well.
But I would like to say, I think what fixed Tina Knowles' problem, if her second husband divorced her like the first one, I think she needs to be left alone for that, because she looks like she got.
The problem is, let me tell you what the problem is. I call it mirroring the system. A lot of our sisters have feminist ways, and they're thinking like these white women. And they ain't getting along, over there in their houses. That's when you bring the system in your house. And you're trying to have what I don't want none of that, nothing in my house.
Black women make more money than black men. Why the fuck do black women need feminism?
Exactly.
Black women make more money than black men.
No, they don't.
And you know what? I ain't never heard a black man being upset because this old lady make $1 or $2 more. It all goes in the
Hell
same
no.
pot. Shit, we got
Hell
it.
no.
That's their issues. That's their issues.
Yeah.
And see, that's that was one of the ways that they penetrated the Black Panthers.
My dad's money is my mom's money, so that should be the mentality. Anyway.
Yeah, that's how one of the ways they penetrated the Black Panthers.
It's the house pot.
They do that with them.
They started.
I've heard you got some women that got.
Let me say something real quick.
Oh, my bad.
These white women during the Black Panther era, these white women were getting up in Black women's ear saying, "Oh, the Black man is trying to subjugate you," and all this type of stuff. No. We had a problem with this system. We had a problem with racism, right. And whatever issues that we have personally within amongst ourselves, we gotta first deal with this crap. We don't. I can't do this without y'all. Y'all can't do it without me.
In 34 years, my parents doesn't subjugate my mom in no way. 34 years they've been married. You know, so cause
and they try to say the single moms, and they try to say the single moms is no, we be taking care of our kids. CDC.
Exactly, the CDC states that itself.
We take care of our kids. We might not be married to the woman, but goddamn, we're right there. You know what I mean? You need to go to work. I got the kids. I need to go to work. You got the kids. Here goes some money. Oh, they need some school shoes. They need this, that. We take care of our own.
Yeah.
But you got some of these
like for us back in Africa, our fathers are the ones in the bills, everything. Like everything was taken care of by the dad, by the man of the house.
Hey, Victor, I understand you. You Nigerian, right? My daughter she's in Ghana, right? She's in the Western region right now in secondary, right? She can't even hug my dad because they're so strict. Women can't hug men. You feel me?
Oh, all right. Never knew about that.
But I'm telling you, my daughter, if she finna be 15, she's more educated than me. Like, she knows trigonometry. She knows everything better than me. And I call myself a polymath. You know what I mean? My daughter is better than me. Do you get me? But I sent her there because I don't want her. Because, you know, if she was out here, she'd be twerking, you know, dumb ass shit.
I hear you.
She wouldn't be learning the maths like that, you know. That's
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In Africa, they teach them different. Like at 3 years old, they know how to read and write.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the American shit. Like the babysitter is the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to jail over this shit. I had custody, and she tried to get custody back because I left her over there, and I went to jail over this shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
I stood in jail for this shit. So no matter what, I don't confess to swirling or whatever. Yeah, I done hit me some up here. I'm out here. But
I would like to say, especially like in my generation, a lot of these girls they chose to be single mothers, and they ran the man away. Because I'm pretty sure I'm the youngest person in the stream right now. But at 27, they wanted to be single mothers, or they chose these badass dudes.
So my daughter is not a bastard. You know what I mean? And I tell her that all day. No, I married your mother.
Yeah.
She ran off. You feel me?
And then they try to blame the man and get child support.
I don't care who did it. I don't care who did it. None of us are perfect.
Yeah.
So the mother might fuck up this time. A lot of times it's dad fucking up. Yeah. I don't care. We all need to get better.
Yeah.
And all of it is a symptom of this damn this cancer that's metastasized out of Europe.
Yeah. I'm just saying, from like my view, a lot of these single mothers, they chose to be single mothers, or they picked the wrong dudes intentionally, knowing that they were fuck ups.
Yeah, but but it's the 80-20 shit, in my opinion. In my opinion. Right. It's 20% of them that make the rest of the 80% of us look bad.
Yes.
But
and they continue messing with 20%.
all of us do that 80% shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I smoke cigarettes. I drink. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you go to the club or you probably do something or you have done something in your life.
Yeah, I've done something, but I didn't smoke or drink.
At that time, you would have been a Pookie and Ray Ray.
Yeah. Because I've only reason I don't smoke or drink because I've seen the consequences of that at a young age. Because, for instance, I got an uncle now, he's suffering the effects of that alcohol. That's one of the reasons I never chose not to drink or smoke.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
you probably done something because I'll be honest with you, man. I'm a geek, all right? I like comic books, I like video games or whatever. I'm playing a video game right now talking.
Me too, Grand Theft Auto 4.
But the thing,
do not say that shit again.
But the thing is that I go to hang out with some of these guys. They smoke just as much as weed as anybody else. There was a guy that got passed out at a video game tournament, drunk off his ass. He had that called the cops.
I know you done seen motherfuckers be on YouTube live and fall out and pass out in their live streams.
So they Pookies and Ray Rays too. It's just it is what it is.
Everybody do fucked up shit. To me, this is what I'm saying. Like Torian, True, and all of y'all. You know what I mean? I cannot judge anybody over their one action, right? So I say that LBGT flag, that's a flag off of behavior. They cannot say they're with us because we got the shit because of our skin tone. You know what I mean? 13, 14, 15 Amendment was made for us because of our skin tone, because of our class and society. They are trying to do our civil rights just because of a behavior that they're doing. You weren't born that way. That's my opinion. I'm sorry. I might, you know what I mean? Torian, you might have to age restrict this shit. But that's my opinion. But as long as we're black. And I say that they're going against us because we're black. We need to stand up for each other because we're black. Because that's the reason they're going against us. I don't care who is doing what, this, that. We need to bring down white supremacy. Not white people, but white supremacy.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all, what y'all think.
Well, speaking of that, I don't know if y'all have heard. Well, you probably did if you watched my video. 45 wants to implement stop and frisk in Chicago.
They got a fascination of feeling up on black men. I swear.
I said that's not going to work. They tried it in New York, and it was like a dead on arrival type of mission.
And then you remember Kanye.
We ain't gonna get on him just yet.
Something wrong with him.
He talked against it. He said, "How y'all gonna do stop and frisk?" Kanye doesn't
is he really even from Chicago? Because I keep hearing people say he's not from Chicago.
All right, here, let me tell you something. My stepmom, taught with Donda West at Chicago State University, and my stepmom said Kanye is retarded. But she says the same thing about me. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same. Kanye ain't changed. I've been to Kanye West album release party at the what was it, downtown?
Which one? The first one?
Yeah, his first album release party. It was
that was dope. I like that one.
He had Twisted. I came in like it was a big ass line, and I already had tickets. And this white boy left the other ticket at his crib, and I'm like, nigga, you should have brought that shit over here. Because we could have sold that bitch for $100. What the fuck? Oh, I left it at home because I did. Yeah, you stupid. You know?
Well, I mean, he's always been this way. Because you remember when before Trump even got elected, he was repping for Ben Carson.
That's what I'm saying. Kanye has always been a contrarian. Period. This is nothing new for Kanye. Like, if say my tracks happen to blow up, I'll probably be acting like Kanye. You know what I mean? And I'll be shouting out Tori, I'll be shouting out Harvey, I'll be shouting out Nyla. You know what I mean? And so, and I still shoot out Torian because even though he's not in Chicago, I still shoot him up. But yeah, no, I'll probably be the same way. You feel me? Like everybody's a Democrat till they get money. Then when they get money, they go Republican.
Yeah.
But it's all the same bird. They two wings of the same bird.
I said the same thing before.
That's what James Earl Jones did.
But I could live across the river in Minnesota. But I live on this side because I like how North Dakota is and my taxes are lower and I can carry my gun on me without a permit. Republican shit. You're a man.
I feel disappointed for Kanye anyway. It's horrible.
Look, I don't think Kanye is wrong. He didn't say anything wrong. It's the way he did it.
Yeah, like, you know, giving Trump high five tangerine.
Yeah, but
and hugging on the man like he was daddy.
But
that's what he said. That's what he said. He said he's like a father to him.
He said he loved him.
You had Jill Scott and Alicia Keys and Wale and all these motherfuckers over there trying to see Obama. And Obama didn't do shit for us.
Hell no. He did something for the LGBT though.
But that's because they organized around. But here's the thing that got me about Kanye, and I think most of y'all. I'm not trying to speak for y'all, but I think most of y'all will agree with me. It's for me when someone like Kanye does what he does and continues to do. When I say they, I'm talking about them palm-colored Neanderthals. Will prop him up like he's supposed to be the speaker for everybody just because he kissed 45's butt. So basically what I did was I went on Twitter today and I posted something, you know, that mainstream media most likely would say. I say with Colin Kaepernick. For him, what he did, they told him to shut up and play football. With LeBron James, when he started to speak up, they said shut up and dribble. Kanye West, he does what he does. Mainstream media says, oh my God, he's such a good person. He's such a good American. Maybe we can put him in office and everything like that. So you see what mainstream media tries to do. They'll only prop up the people that they feel will be on the side of Trump.
But here's the thing though. Remember a couple years back, they hated him for what he did to Taylor Swift.
To Taylor Swift, and when he said George Bush don't like black people.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They hated him.
Oh, and Torian, remember, they only gonna do what's gonna fill up. What's gonna fill up. You know what I mean? Now all these YouTubers got channels because they filled up. You know what I mean? Their opinion. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Yeah.
Niggas, look, I swear to God, like all of us that's on here, you know what I mean? We've been on here. You know what I mean? We're not trying to build our channels off of no bullshit or nothing. I'm not gonna make no channel. I'm trolling Torian. You know what I mean? I'm not trolling True Oil or nothing like that, right? The channel's the channel. I'm gonna say what I'm finna say, right? But so many people then goddamn
famous off of bullshit.
Got they fill up. You feel me? Talking about shit they don't even know about. Read a book. You know what I mean? And so I'm with
that's because we live in an establishment that loves trends. It loves drama. Like it feeds off of a lot of bad energy, and they'll talk about whatever. Well, a lot of fair weather people who don't have like strong opinions about anything anymore, and very little facts. They'll just go wherever something strong is, just to talk about it, just to gain, like you said, views. I will talk about a low level story. like for example, when I started doing my channel and I was talking about them opioids and stuff and how white people were the face of it, it was still a very low level topic at that time. Now you can probably turn on the news and you might see an opioid topic here and there.
Hell, you might see you on there.
well, with me, with how I talk, they won't put me on there. They'll have to censor.
I'm talking about like, hey, Torian, hey, the big people call you out. You know what I mean? The big people say you're a thought leader. You know what I mean? The people that have the movies and all of that, they're calling you a thought leader.
No, but Tyrion, keep bringing out the news that the mainstream media don't want to show up because, you know, for people like us, we watch it all the time, and it's giving us an insight to what America is all about.
Yeah. And the thing is, I like to
say, almost definitely. Like
people get.
That's why I had set my email up so I can have people send it to me. So it's not just me going out finding stories. Now, when I first got started, I had to like really do a lot of footwork as far as finding stuff to talk about.
Presenter anyway, like you get your stuff eyewitness from everywhere, which is very, very good. You know, because mainstream always want to play down everywhere worldwide. Mainstream media will play down on everything. They want to bring it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I can talk about a story happening in maybe a huge metropolitan city, and I have someone leave a comment saying, I live here and I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah, like for me, I could send you news about news from the country, and you know, you could get news what happened. Because what I found out here in Canada is that for their papers, what they show is the bad side of Africa. They show the wars and everything, but they don't really show the good side. So I'm like, oh,
hey, Victor, what side of Canada are you on? Because
I'm in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
And another thing too is I would like to say, nowadays it's popular being stupid because all the dumb stuff is gives attention. All these people doing pranks and stuff on YouTube, basically a bunch of nonsense to make people more stupid. That's the stuff that gets popping.
Well, you can thank social media for that. I said
I know
it's pros and cons to social media. Like I guess you could say a pro is like some people actually built maybe a good solid business off of their social media accounts. But it's too many cons to list. It like we could probably spend almost another hour just talking about that, which we're not.
Like Jake
Paul you can pretty much like know what the cons can come to that, and not even just on the surface of things like such as people putting like provocative things up there, but also it can lead to people getting death threats or people getting raped or things of that nature from social media.
Hey, but you're not doing this. You're not doing this for money, right? You're doing this for like, let's just put the information out. Like this is a hobby, but let's put the information out.
Yeah, so, the information that people don't want to.
There are some people that I guess want to game the system, but shit. So what? They still putting out the real information. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like it's the people that put out fake information that I will get at.
And it also depends on the tone and what you put it out as. Like when I do certain stories, you can always tell by the tone in my voice. Sometimes it'll be an excited tone, but then sometimes it could be one of them nonchalant tones. Like whenever I do them opioid stories, it's always a nonchalant tone because that lets you know what my stance is on that particular, topic. Like when I say I feel nothing, I mean just that. And it's crazy because when I started saying that,
I'll finna show you some shit where I feel nothing. But I swear to God, like I couldn't get my camera out so fast, and I was at work. But some of my work people had to go pick up this old lady because she slipped on some ice, and I'm like, yes. I probably think she was one of them. You know what I mean? Remember what Kendra told us to watch? American Horror Story and shit. Oh, you boule, you this, that, and you boule white people. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that looked like the granny. Nah, I want to help her. I want to help her, but the ambulance already there.
Also, Tyron, the violin play with the ones you do is very nice anyway. I just keep laughing when I hear those ones.
Oh, yeah. I said I had to make sure.
Oh, God.
And the thing, I don't know what made me want to do the whole violence thing. I guess it's because I kept seeing the emoji sometimes in the comments. I said I have to find a way to insert those into my videos, but I don't want to get a copyright strike. So I said, let me go in here and see if I can find a royalty-free one. And I did, and I actually saved it to my playlist too, so I would never have to go search for it. So all I have to do is just go right over there, click it, and boom, it's right there. And I'm gonna, just go ahead and play it.
Stephen Harvey, like I couldn't laugh because that guy needed a series to be checked out. Seriously,
which one? Oh, I had some people who left comments recently on that Steve Harvey one talking about, well, the guy still has this, that, and the third. I said y'all were not listening as to why I made the video. It's not the fact that the guy still has millions of dollars. I know Steve Harvey still has millions of dollars. I know he's still on Family Feud. I know he still has radio stations here and there. The fact that the reason I made that video wasn't because of that. The reason I made the video is because he's being replaced by Kelly Clarkson.
Duh.
Yeah.
An American Idol winner, a singer, a woman who's never hosted a talk show in her life. That's why I made the video. I'm like, you couldn't get replaced by someone who was a former talk show host or a one that had a show, but they're just moving their time slot around. You got replaced by a woman who has never hosted a talk show in her life. That's why
I can't stand that. I can't stand people use that as a defense. He still has more money than you. I can't stand it. That sounds like a feminine way of doing.
I said I know he still has money and everything like that. When I made the video, notice I never mentioned anything about him having money. I know he has money, but many of them did not catch when I said the reason why is because he got replaced by Kelly Clarkson.
Which is a big slap.
Which is a big slap in the face. Because you got replaced. It's not like they moved Ellen up into his time slot and he got removed altogether. He got removed by a singer who never.
Ain't Family Feud about to get shut down too?
So Roland Martin tried to do the same shit today, right? He played this shit with that white woman that did the blue eye, brown eye test or whatever.
Oh, Jane Elliott.
Yeah, Jane Elliott, right? Jane Elliott said to Roland Martin, yeah, your son cannot marry my son. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with race.
I think that woman's a race hustler.
Roland, your son is not going to live up. Your son cannot marry my daughter.
I think that woman's a race hustler.
She said that shit to Roland Martin. On his shit.
I think she's a race hustler anyway.
That's why Roland Martin is irrelevant.
Yeah, she's just trying to make money from hustling business.
I don't care, dog. Don't we all make money with them? Who you pay your light bill to? Or who do you pay your internet bill to? Who do you know what I mean? What did you buy your TV?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You talk about everybody talking about separate, but they're not really ready to separate. I see people that separate. They're called motherfucking Mormons. They're called, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're called the Amish.
Right. They separate. And even them got the little triangle shit on the back of their horses. You know what I mean? They separate, but they ain't separated that much.
Yeah, because I feel there's a hidden hand to that Amish stuff. I feel they just can't be fully separate.
There is no way to separate all the way. That's
from this global crazy system. Yeah.
We're here with them. All right. So Gab Talks had to talk with the other girl, right? And she brought up all this Jewish, who are the Judites? You know what I mean? Not Jewish, but Judites. You know what I mean? Tribe of Judah, the Judites, not Jewish, but Judites. And they had the Mennonites and all of these other people, right? But guess what? Moses married a woman from another tribe, from a forbidden tribe. Moses did that, and it's in the Bible. Read it.
Yeah.
Like, it showed me that shit. So now, while everybody want to talk about separate, do the shit like the Bible said. If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we separate, then I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? If we se then Walmart is out the way. What kind of socks do you have on? Everybody don't buy Nike, but you got these fucking socks from Walmart. You got your pair from Walmart. Everybody, you know what I
mean? But they don't want to support the black business anyway. But they want to go to Walmart.
Right. I buy dashikis. I buy all the shit from all the Liberians. My buddy, he had a store. I bought shirts from him. I bought a pair of Jordans for him. From him.
I told someone that if I was in America, I'd be going to more of black businesses because what I found out is that
WeBuyBlack.com. I use that site. I bought some natural toothpaste and stuff out there.
Cool. Like I said,
everybody want to talk all this shit, but like, are you actually doing it?
Yeah. It's not just.
Are you in the Kmart line talking black power? You got your black fist raised. You waiting behind a white person. you still in Kmart, motherfucker. Like, goddamn.
I see online.
I'm with this shit, but like, I want people to be consistent.
You know, we have black coffee shops. We have black, shops where people could buy stuff. I see it online all the time, and people don't want to buy from stuff. Like, people are even scared to even go to the black barber shop. Like, someone told me that Vic, that she doesn't like going to the black barber shop, taking her son there because the way the barbers treat. I'm like, I can't even go to a barber shop that a Chinese person is. I won't even do that. Like, I would need, that black touch on my hair as a person.
Hey, let me interrupt you one time. Right. Okay. So I live in Ghana for 3 years, right?
Okay.
They got the roadside food. Nigeria is not far from Ghana. Go from
Togo. Not too far.
Right? It's still the same thing, right? People who got food on the side of the road, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The Oma will have fufu, banku. What kind of soup do you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, how do you tell if it's a bad soup or a good soup, right? You will tell by the line. Mm-hmm. If it's a line and everybody in line for this Oma soup, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means that soup is good.
Yeah, the long line, the long queue.
Why the other woman sitting here? And nobody's in her line. Nobody's eating her soup.
Because no one likes her food.
Because somebody got sick. You feel me? But it's no license. It's no license and nothing.
No, none.
But everybody knows where to go for the good shit.
Yeah.
It's our natural African way. Look, you can be Nigeria. I'm American, right? We're all black. It was an answer that came out of the north. You feel me? But we're all the same. We built the same pyramids. We built the same. This, that. We come visit you. You come visit us. We're still the same.
Yep.
Right.
I tell people that look like I come from a tribe back home where slaves were taken so much. I come from the Igbo tribe, so a lot of slaves were taken from the Igbo tribe to the Americas, to the West Indies. So you've heard about the Igbo land.
My stepfather Nigerian. They say I haven't done my DNA, but my dad did, which I regret. But he say, you know what I mean? I'm God people. I'm of the God people from Ghana.
Ghana, okay, yeah, I know the Ghana people. Yeah, I know them. I've lived in Ghana for like 3 years.
Right? I want to do it, DNA thing, but at the same time, I don't trust it.
So Kendra D told me, she told all of us, watch American Horror Story, the new season 8, because I'm sure everybody has a cell phone and everybody got their cell phone alert about a week or two ago, right? Or am I lying?
Are you talking about that presidential alert?
Yeah. We all got it, right?
Yeah.
So now all these LA motherfuckers was talking about, oh yeah, I'm Hollywood, this, that. It's just a test again. No, the real motherfuckers like, nah, fuck y'all. I'm gone. You feel me? I live in North Dakota. This is not the place they're going to attack, but it probably is the place they're going to attack because this is where all the missile silos are. The flyover states. But everybody that's living in Chicago, living in New York, living in LA, living in Miami or whatever, be on code because this shit might happen and y'all need to get the fuck back to the African shit. Yeah, I can chop down.
For real.
Yeah, I can.
For real, because of the FEMA camp and everything, and I'm seeing America's a lot of things are happening, chemtrails and everything, and I tell people like if you have your passport, you could move to the motherland. Like if shit goes down in Canada, I'm just taking my first flight home.
I wouldn't even get on a plane right then. I'd say
Ghana or the US.
Hey Victor, I say the motherland is the same as America. We've been here for a billion years.
You're right.
I'm of the Kamani mindset. Like we were already here. These natives that I see out here, they're not us. We were here before them.
Yeah, because the natives you're seeing, the ones they're pushing the mainstream media, are just a third race. The main natives in America are mostly black people, long hair.
Not mostly black people. Not mostly black. All black.
All black. Yeah.
That's what I say. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. Look, we've been here for a long time.
We're everywhere. We are worldwide, everywhere. Before even when it came, we're in India. We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
Hey, that's why I like. Hey, Taurine, I wish you'll use it. But like when they say go back to Africa, go back to what? Tell them go back to where they. Oh wait.
Tell them to go back to the caves.
They're not from nowhere.
Mountains.
No, they're not from nowhere.
Tell them to go back to the
even their mountains. It was us there first.
I tell them go back to the heroin fields.
Don't you got some meth to smoke?
Funny enough, they tell you guys to go back to.
I see that a lot.
They're always in Africa themselves too. They're always in Africa themselves too, but they tell you to go back to Africa. Like, what are you doing in Africa? You said it's filled with diseases, but you're there. Like, I see a lot of them.
They probably got the diseases there.
In the Republic, in Togo, in South Africa, in Kenya, I see a lot of them. Like, what are you doing in this intense heat? You can't cope with it.
And that's why I agree with Cynthia, because she said, like, how the fuck did y'all go to Africa? Y'all cannot.
Julius Malema is giving them a hard time in South Africa.
Like, they cannot survive in this shit.
They can't stand in that heat. Like, they can't stand in the heat. Like, even with the whole whatever, the body, the skin sunscreen, it can like fast 40 degrees in some parts in Africa, especially places like Morocco that goes up to 50 degrees. They can't stand the heat.
Yeah, but people like us, right? Like, I'm in the house. I'm a YouTuber all day, right? But when you go outside, you can go lay down on the ground and you feel like Superman.
Yeah. Like
you don't feel the sun just absorb you and you just feel like great.
No, like most times, even here in Canada, I just put my heat on and I feel anything. I feel like I'm burning. So they can't stand that 50 degrees, maybe in Morocco or Algeria or in Niger. They can't stand it. Like, they will roast. They will burn up.
My point is, like, how the hell do you die from the sun? The sun that gives life to everything.
You're not like, there's a song I know back. A Nigerian musician sang a song that we're children of the sun. So, they're not, they don't have that melanin like we do. So their body, their skin can't process that kind of heat. Yeah. For us, it makes us, it keeps us alive. The melanin keeps us
safe.
safe. It keeps us like the sun is part of us.
There's actually a camera that they have. I saw a video on this where it could look at the melanin in your skin, and you see with white people, it's
like black people, right?
No. It's a certain type of camera that can dictate the type of melanin in your skin. And
yeah, I think
white people like have like little specks, or that they show. But when you see black people, it's just straight black.
Straight black.
No matter what color they are, they look like straight black, like charcoal black.
Yep.
And they say that melanin protects them from the sun.
Like I tell people that my favorite time in Canada is the summertime because it gets as hot as maybe 35 degrees Celsius. And I see them complain about the heat, and I'm in the heat enjoying it because man, it feels like home.
That's because their bodies are used to the cold. Notice how whenever it gets cold, you see white people outside in shorts. Like, you dress like the summertime in the wintertime.
Hey, Torin, I'm out here with these motherfuckers, right? And I can jump in the like we can be ice fishing, right? I can jump in the hole and go grab the fish before they get the hook because this is my land too. Because we were here before them. We mastered everything. You know what I mean? Like my boss goes hunting and I'll tell the deer, walk up to me and lay down and I'll cut his throat. I don't have to hunt the deer. I'm telling you, dog, we've been here first. We did this shit. We know. We taught them everything they know. That's what I'm saying.
How many people up on this panel know how to hunt and fish and all that?
I know how to fish. I don't know how to hunt. I don't know how to like track deer down or whatever. But I bet you if the situation show its face, I'll do it.
Anybody else?
Fishing is probably as far as it goes for me.
Because I'm actually trying to try to go with this other black older gentleman that knows how to hunt. And I'm gonna try to hunt with him.
And that's why, hey, you're right. And that's why I say, look, all of them are not enemies. And even if they are enemies, you can learn from them.
Well, this is a black guy, not a white guy that I'm going to learn from.
Yeah, but
because I'm from the South, and you got a lot of black people that do like to hunt in the South more so than other areas. So I'm gonna learn from him. He has like a deer carvings platform that he has in his backyard, and he said he hunt like 5 deer last year, and he's got a whole bunch of deer meat, and all he does is feed his dog deer meat. He just likes to do it.
Did y'all hear?
Because most city niggas will be squeamish. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna want to cut that deer up and do this.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah, you will be.
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised about how many people in the city have like impeccable survival skills.
You'd be surprised how many vegans will probably eat deer if it needs be. You over there, they hungry, they eating little twigs and shit, and you eating a nice juicy deer meat. They're like,
they'll drop all the morals in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I just want everybody on code. You know what I mean? Because from where I'm looking, these people are out here and they know how to hunt. They know how to fish. Here's
the thing. They can do that because no one's going to question them. A black person start doing it, then all these questions start coming up. Just like when a lot of these black-owned gun clubs, they have to make a big controversy about it because black people are even merely holding a gun in a collective. Yeah, it's always an issue because they always have that microscope on us.
But that goes to the thing what BGS said in this one channel. You didn't wake up white yesterday or this morning. You know it's coming. You might as well prepare for it. Everything in my life, I prepare for the worst thing to happen to me. So that way, when something better happens for me, I'm like, okay, that wasn't so bad.
Did y'all hear about the and this is like a different topic. Did y'all hear about what happened to that Lyft driver
No,
which one?
The one in New York.
No, you.
The one,
Yeah, I
the
did
one,
see a video on
the
it.
one, the one who was okay. There was this black Lyft driver, and he was driving his passengers, and the passenger in the back, I'm guessing he was Puerto Rican or whatever, and he was also extremely gay. Like he was like one of them flaming gay guys. He got mad
shouting at him.
Yeah, he got mad because the Lyft driver didn't turn the radio on to whatever it is he wanted to listen to, and then he got on the phone and tried to call the police or try to call the Lyft management or whatever, and just yelling out a whole bunch of obscenities to him. I said that's why that black and brown coalition thing do not work.
I think,
and it also shows how racist, and it also shows you how racist a lot of, and it also shows you how racist a lot of gay people are. Like this guy actually said that the Lyft driver was being racist to him because he was gay. I said, hold on, do you even know the definition of the word?
I didn't even know you were gay, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Well, so some people.
What the fuck? I didn't know you were gay.
I think I know what you're talking about, but if what you said happened, because I haven't watched the video, so I'm just going off what you said. He can I ain't gonna say suck a dick, but he can eat some pussy.
He'll probably frown up at that. The thought.
Exactly.
Hey, Tori, I think the Lyft driver, he probably follows you. That's why he put his phone on, because he caught them white folks in they, you know what I mean, in they nigga moment. Cause like, first off, like I said, I don't know if you're gay or not until you start doing some gay ass shit. You feel me?
Trust and believe. If you saw the video, you'll know.
I know he might talk feminine. I know he might use his hands and all of that. Blah blah blah. But yeah, he might have been raised by a single mother. Bastard baby makers, or you know what I mean? Had a fucked up situation. I don't judge people on that, but the shit that their motherfucker did in their backseat, nah. Yeah, you're gay and you're a fucking fuck up. You know what I mean? So now that you pointed it out, now I saw that video that you did. So what somebody did.
And the thing is, he's not too bright either, because when he was on the phone, because the reason I didn't post the video in with the commentary that I did is because the video was like 17 minutes long. I just didn't want y'all sitting there just listening to a whole whatever he was like saying. But the reason why I say the guy wasn't too bright is because the whole time he was ranting, he gonna put his phone number out there. So people blew his phone up to the point where his inbox was full. And then they also found out his name as well. I think they said his name was Robert Ortiz.
But Torin, didn't that white bitch do the same shit?
Yeah. She put her number and her address out there.
And then claims police. Now, like Tyreek said, let's go get the attorney general on her to tell, like, you're claiming you're police. That's falsified claim. That's state charge. That's a county charge. You know what I mean?
Oh, you talking about that white woman that saw that kid brush up that kid's book bag?
Yeah, my book bag hit your flat ass. I don't even know how it hit your ass because you ain't got no ass. Type shit.
She was just out of control. That woman was out of control.
From what I heard, they said that she has a history that, like, her neighbors have often complained about her. So this isn't her first ride at the rodeo.
Yeah. I mean, because if you even look at that kid's book bag, you could tell that if you felt it, you look and like, oh, okay, it must have been his book bag.
No,
she's gonna make lewd comments and grind in the air towards the kid.
Yeah, no, that's why. All right, if you the first video, the little New Yorker chick, the black chick that was out there, she called that bitch a pedophile.
She is one.
Bitch, you a pedophile. What the fuck? A 9-year-old grabbed your ass and then especially after you went and did that you know what I mean?
My thing is
that little mumble rapper dance. in front of him. Like, goddamn, you're the pedophile.
Yo, my thing is too is why no one didn't punch her in her face because she well deserving of one.
No, you know why?
No, that's gonna open up another whole can of worms, man.
I know, but she was well deserving of that though.
Yeah,
and the black woman at the front of her, that was the boy's mother that did that.
Yeah, and
I wish that white girl that went and stood up to her, and when she stood in her face, I wish she would have did something.
Yeah, and the thing is, I heard she unemployed.
Yeah, you say she's unemployed. Well, that doesn't surprise me either. And she looks like Steven Tyler from Aerosmith.
How she staying in the place and she unemployed? Unless she on that public assistance.
She's part of that new Flatbush. She's probably one of the invaders.
Yeah, but that place supposed to be expensive, isn't it? She's supposed to pay her bills, though, isn't it?
Even dude called it out like that's why this gentrification.
Oh, you talking about that guy that was going into his apartment and that white woman that want to let him in?
Oh, dude, that was sitting there with his phone, like, I'm finna make you viral. I'm finna make you viral.
You heard what she said? She said, you heard what she said? I'm about to go on World Star.
No, it was World Star.
That's exactly what I found the video at too. Y'all didn't see that version. I posted up the one that was on YouTube, but when someone sent me the link, it was on World Star, and ironically, she said, "I'm about to go on World Star" in the video. And you know, all you got to do is say World Star one time, and that's exactly where you end up.
World Star.
Oh yeah, and the backtrack earlier, that gay dude, he lost his job at some place called City MD. I guess that's some doctor's office in New York City. Mm-hmm. But I guarantee you, he'd be hesitant to try that in the South. If that was like South Carolina, he wouldn't be doing all that.
And when he got the part that really got me with him was when he started to stick his phone in the guy's face.
Yeah, I'd have broke his neck after that. In the South, he'd have had a pistol on him. Someone would have been pulled out that pistol on him a long time ago.
Hey, Dark Rage.
Yeah.
I used to live in North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
They tried to rob somebody, and that motherfucker aired him out.
Mm-hmm.
Police came. Nothing happened here. You feel me?
Yeah.
Same shit, dog. We get away with it, though. What? Zimmerman got away with it.
Zimmerman, I know for a fact he hiding. I've done my research on him. He hiding. He ain't just walking around free like that. Plus, he had like family members in the court system.
Yeah, I know. Right. Zimmerman, I don't think that was right.
It wasn't right.
I wasn't there.
Because he broke laws for that. He just had cover from him, and he big at his brother.
He, like a lot of the other ones, had a very dark past.
Yes.
But they
like molestation and all that.
Keep that as much as hidden
as possible. Zimmerman had people to protect.
Tell you if he did it right or wrong. I'm just telling you. You know,
he was wrong.
He was wrong.
He's wrong. I say he's wrong. I think he's wrong.
But here's the thing: he has people in the court system because a white dude took a shot at him, and he got that dude's facing 20 years now.
His father was a judge.
No, but are you mad at him for that? He's doing what he should do.
Technically, that ain't supposed to work that way.
What you mean? Zimmerman is doing what he should do.
All right,
the father.
Judges too. I know lawyers as well.
No, I'm talking about Zimmerman. I'm not talking about his father.
No, I'm just talking about. All right, just like Cynthia says, right? White supremacists are doing what they should do. They're worried about genetic annihilation. I saw the Copper Comedy shit with Jared Taylor, right? Copper Comedy shook Jared Taylor's hand and said, yes, Jared Taylor, you're doing what you should do because you're worried about your genetic annihilation. So he's doing exactly what he should do. I'm not mad at that. I'm mad at the system that fucks us up.
But isn't the system doing what it's supposed to do?
When it fucks us over?
Yeah, because it's their system. Now,
so why are you mad about the system then?
No, I'm not mad about the system. We're gonna run the shit anyway.
You just said that you were mad about the system.
Mad about it, but shit, that's what they're doing. I don't care. We're still going to be here.
But
that's what I'm saying. We're still going to be here.
Because if you notice, after that trial, Zimmerman has been getting Tory and Rain covered, advised TV show covered, plenty others. He's been getting in trouble, and he's still been getting away with it.
Last thing I saw him do, the last thing I saw him do was autograph some Skittles.
Yeah,
like he's literally he's like America's biggest troll right now.
Yeah, and the thing is too, I don't get people some. Why y'all don't go kill Zimmerman? That's a dummy mission. Anybody that lives in the South knows that's a dummy mission. They got people waiting to protect them. They want somebody to go and try something, and I feel like they shouldn't do it unless they're gonna get away smooth. Cause they want somebody to do it and get caught.
No, it's a dummy mission. Let him sit. Let him sit there. Let him do that. All of us need to read 48 Laws of Power.
I got that book here, and I'm about to get the new one, Laws of Human Nature.
All right, he's sitting there. Let him sit there. Let him sit there. Who cares?
Because he can't come out that little area he's out. Trust me, he ain't coming out that race. Come
one day.
He ain't coming out that race.
That which white neighborhood he's probably hiding in.
Yeah, he got to stay in there. He can't walk out there free like people think. People think he walking around Florida free.
Basically, he's like Edward Snowden.
Yeah,
you know he can't leave Russia.
No,
yeah,
just like Zimmerman can't leave Florida.
No, he's
certain parts of Florida.
Because that's that part of Florida because his protection only goes but so far.
I heard in Miami,
they probably told him, look, we can protect you right here, but if you go beyond this jurisdiction, that's it. Anything goes after that.
From what I heard of old Ollie Jackson, he tried to come in Florida for an interview. They almost tore the doors off that building to get to him, but he got away by the skin of his teeth. They almost tore off the doors to get to him.
Somebody had started to bring it up, and this is a different topic, and that it's probably gonna be the last one because it's going on 4:00. But the most recent incident with that white woman in the apartment.
Out of 300 out of my way.
The one in St. Louis. I think someone told me it was St. Louis where it happened at. I thought it was Detroit, but it was St. Louis. She literally almost tried to pull an Amber Geiger on him. But I did hear, because while I was talking, someone had sent me an email. They said she got fired from her job.
Oh, that's good. She need a kick in her chest for that, though.
Yeah, and I said the thing that got me was when she said, "Well, I'm trying to be neighborly." I'm like, "That's not how you're to go about it."
That's being nosy.
You literally harassed this guy the minute he got to that door, and you neglected to tend to your dog. She says, "Well, I was getting ready to walk my dog out, and you walked back. You felt uncomfortable, but you felt comfortable enough to get on the elevator with this guy."
That's true.
Hey, Torian.
What's that?
You go to work, right? And you pay for where you live at, right?
Yeah.
You're king of your castle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nobody can tell you shit about what's going on in your castle because you pay for it. That's your shit. You're the king. So why the fuck do people think that they can come run in our castles?
That's that typical colonizer behavior.
That's that entitlement thing. And notice in the video, she said, "Well, you're coming into my building." She don't own that building.
Right, bitch, I pay rent here too. I probably pay more than you do.
Entitlement nonsense. So annoying.
It's the fact that it was a luxury style apartment complex, or it could have been a condo, and this black guy had the nerve, the audacity to live there too.
That's exactly it.
That's pretty much it. Because if it was a white guy, she would never have done that.
Of course not. Like I bet you she wasn't. I bet you she wouldn't be neighborly like that to a white guy. She would have been the most nicest white woman ever. But because it was him, then she had to give him like 21 questions and whatnot. And then when he kept trying to go up to the floor, she kept pushing the daggone emergency button to stop the elevator from moving.
Yeah. See, I'd got nervous and punched her in her face and said she's stalking me.
I think I would have headbutted her myself.
Wait. We can't punch white people.
No, we can't.
We got equal rights, but we can't punch white people.
And I got equal lefts too.
I tell you what I told someone else. Sometimes the ends justify the means.
Well, I will headbutt.
Yeah. I don't like you trying to follow me with.
Right here, right? One of my guys posted on Facebook, how you a boss and you don't put your own people on. I've been putting my own people on for the longest. You know what I mean? Every time I get a job, it's like monkeys in the barrel. I put everybody on, and we're not the monkeys.
My thing is about that, putting people on, you got to put yourself on, deserve to be put on. People don't, they just expect stuff to be given to them. They don't want to earn it.
You can do the job. If you can do the job, right? If I got the corporate office, right?
Yeah.
You can do the job and you need a job. I will hire you. I will tell you, put in the application and I'll give you an interview and I will hire you.
Yeah.
It's not no bullshit. You know what I mean? It's just I will hire you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who the fuck cares? That's what they've been doing all day, every day. You feel me? You hire your friends.
Yeah.
Torian, if you need a job out here, if you want to come out here, shit, I got a job for you. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Okay. My thing is this. I've been a manager at restaurants and retail stores and all this stuff. I'll tell you a story. There was a guy that came in to the restaurant that I was a manager of, and I told him, he was a black guy, and I told him I will not hire you until you put on a suit, a tie, and you smell better than what you do. He reeked the weed. He had his pants down. He had all kinds of other stuff going on with him, and I told him you need to do this before I can even hire you. The reason why, I
don't care as long as you do the job.
No. The reason why is because they're gonna fire him.
Yep.
If he comes into that building looking like that, because if he's able to change something like that within a day or a week or something like that, then he can be able to work and keep his head on his shoulders, so that way he can keep the job to do what he needs to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, first impression really
because at the end of the day, I don't care if it's white supremacy, black supremacy, whatever. People have to understand that when you have a job,
your word is your word.
It's not about you. It's about the company. You represent the company. You may not. There's gonna have to be some type of conformality when you work for somebody. You may not like it. I don't like the stuff I gotta conform to, but I got to so I can keep a job, so I can keep a roof on my head, so I can take care of the people I need to take care of.
And so we can YouTube each other.
Yeah. So
right. The internet build is
best impression when you're trying to get a job anyway. Like what he said is for real.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't come into a job smelling like you just smoked like 8 blunts, and you talking about I need a job. That's what he smelled like. He smelled something like, oh, you can't come into an establishment talking about you want a job. You smoke like 8 blunts.
That's period though.
Now it depends on what state you're in. But
I don't give a fuck.
No, hey, look, I'm with you.
There's your appearance. Does not dictate your attitude. Your appearance dictates your attitude.
I am with you 100%. I am with you 100%. I'm the hiring manager. Well, I'm just a supervisor, but I am like shit. I'm corporate, dog. Like
I've hired people. I've told people
like,
who to hire and not to hire.
I can give anybody a job. You feel me? Like if you move up here, I can put you in the job. If you fill out the application, I can put you in the job. I will hire you. I will interview. As long as you.
I want to give a story about myself. Like I went for an interview. That was back in England, and the first stage of the interview, like when they gave me, it was mostly arithmetic, math, and stuff. I had 40.
Okay, take a test.
Yeah. Like I had 40 over 40. Like the white guy looked at me like, seriously? I'm like, yeah. And this was just the first stage. So, that first impression was like, I just came in there looking good, my trousers, everything, I'm looking posh and everything. Went there, did a first impression test and got all questions correct. So yeah, that first step gives you a very high leverage.
And I tell you one thing too, because I helped a brother get a job too. He was gonna go to this job interview with jeans and a polo shirt. I said no. We went to the thrift store. I got him a dress shirt. I got him dress pants. I got him some shoes. I told him to wear this type of tie, this type of cologne, wear this watch you got. And he went to go to the hotel. The guy immediately saw him and said, "You know what? Just because you dress like that, I'm gonna give you the job. You ain't gotta do an interview."
Yeah, straight up.
Hey, but look.
I know I need to get a suit though, real quick though.
I am out here with these white folks, right? I'm the boss. I do hiring. I hire everybody.
Thank you for that.
No, I swear to God, if you see some of these resumes I get, you know what I mean? Like these motherfuckers know they don't dress up. They don't do anything. They just need a job, and I'll hire them, and they get good jobs too. Like I'll put them, dog. If I hire them, dog, they're automatically middle class. Sorry, they're automatically middle class.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? Because that's why I work. In y'all Minnesota, I can't say
what type of work do you do.
I'm in healthcare.
Whoa, that's big deal.
You're in healthcare.
But any y'all in Minnesota or North Dakota, I'm at the big boys. If any of y'all in Minnesota or North Dakota know, then I'm at the big boys. I'm with the big boys. They just bought out. They trying to buy some shit in Chicago. I'm with the big boys. You feel me?
You on big dog status, huh?
No, but I'm just a step up above a regular worker.
Oh.
But yeah, I am corporate. You know what I mean? But shit, if anybody need a job, shit, come up here. If y'all get I'll put you on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Seriously, for real.
You can't be in New York no more. You can't be in Philly no more. If you can't be in Chicago no more. Oh, you picked the wrong girl and her brothers is after you or this.
But you laugh, but that stuff happens though. Especially down here.
That's real.
We laugh, but that stuff happens.
Come up here. And goddamn, I got you a job.
Nice.
Even if I can't hire you, everybody's hiring out here. Like you'll go from a street nigga to you know what I mean, a middle wage worker, 40,000-50,000 a year, and be chilling.
Damn, that's nice and no money that you can invest with.
And that's working at a gas station. Stop it.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Like I'm telling you, dog, everybody hiring out here. Like if you out here and you can't get a job, you're actually dumb. Like you're retarded. Like, it's one thing to live in Chicago. It's one thing to live in New York or LA, right? But what they say, if you can make it in New York, you can make it in anywhere.
Gee, not no more.
Anywhere. This is anywhere. I live in anywhere.
I seen that damn rent prices. Hell no.
Dog, I live downtown, and my apartment, if it were to be downtown Chicago, this bitch would cost me $1.3 million a month. I mean, a year. I'm sorry, not a month. $1.3 million a year. I live in this motherfucker 2 blocks from the main strip. This is a college town. I live right across the street from my job, and this bitch is $500 a month. So now, I like I said, I'm hiring.
500, shit, that's cheap.
I live downtown.
That much money. Be straight.
Shit, I can't get a $500 apartment. Shit. I think a studio apartment cost me $550.
We really need to be on that job code. We black people, we need to, help ourselves.
And set up our own infrastructure so we can give each other jobs like this, man.
Yep.
And that's what I say. Hey, look, I'm not telling everybody move to North Dakota or nothing like that. I'm saying, like, do what you do and put your people on. As long as your people can work, you know what I mean?
Yeah, put the people on who deserve to be put on. That's why I'm saying basically the same thing.
Like, I'm not finna put nobody on that can't actually do the job.
Be the stoop by the door.
No.
Then you.
I'm the spook by the door that they gave a blanket and a bed. They said, "I know you here, nigga."
Yeah. Yep.
Cause I live. I'm currently doing sanitation right now, and I live in South Carolina, so y'all can imagine that heat and the shit I got to go through. I got to deal with garbage.
I used to be Charlotte sanitation.
Oh, I live in Charleston, so
you know Charlotte.
Yeah, I heard y'all pay a lot more than us though, but
I lived in Charlotte back in '99 though, but I wish I would lived in South Carolina because that early in Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, remember I said like the Mormons or like the Amish or whatever.
Yeah.
No, them motherfuckers in Charleston is really the ones that separate.
You mean the Gullah?
The
culture? The Gullah Geechee.
Hey, them motherfuckers.
You're talking to one right now.
Like Africans. Them is the motherfuckers that separated. Wow, everybody want to talk about separating and all that. This, that. Gullah Geechees actually did it.
Yep.
The Mormons did it. The Amish did it.
The Gullah Wars.
Yeah.
One thing is down here, you got a bunch of old coons, man.
But hey, boy, you gonna go? You gonna go store? Oh, you gonna go store?
Oh, you talk like that for real now? Yeah, we do.
Go store.
I went to college with a lot of people from Charleston, or they call it Chucktown.
Yep.
The thing is, they were so popular where I went to an HBCU. They were so popular down there that they actually had their own block called the Charleston Block.
You kidding me?
They would sit there and just chill, between classes or throughout the day and everything like that. And the thing is, I knew quite a few of them.
I keep hearing that Charleston people are popular by other places. I keep hearing that, but I've yet to experience it myself.
Oh, if you trust me, if you went to school I went to at the time that I did, you would know that was a Charleston Block. And the thing is, you didn't have to. It wasn't like they put up a sign or anything like that. You just knew it was a Charleston Block because they all kind of congregated there together, and it wasn't just like 5 people or something. They used to roll deep in that little spot.
I know you. I can hear the accent.
It wasn't even really like a block. It was like a section. And the thing is, you had to go past it or go through it because that was the only way you was going to get from the campus to the student center where the camp was.
Like here, for instance, we'll say look here, but we'll say look yeah.
Hey, Torian.
What's that?
You know, I was at the black school in North Dakota. I mean, North Carolina.
I'm about to say there ain't no black school in North Dakota.
Not at all. But you know the one I'm talking about in North Carolina.
Which one?
Earl the Goat, Man of Goat.
Huh?
Johnson C. Smith, man. Beatty's for a rope.
Oh.
I went to that school. I've been in college for 8 years and I ain't got no degree. I just transfer. You know what I mean? But like I was thinking about Howard and you know what I mean? I've been to Howard before.
Yeah.
I mean, like I've been out your side. I've been like, all right, Torian. The Lincoln Lawyer. Have you seen that movie?
Seen what movie?
The Lincoln Lawyer.
No.
It's a book written by Michael Connolly. The Lincoln Lawyer. Matthew McConaughey was in that movie. Right. But the judge in The Lincoln Lawyer is an actual Cook County judge that I grew up with. I grew up with his kids. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's like I had my panel with I know federal agents, I know police. Like you know police. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Phones. No. You know what I mean? And they tell us and we police ourselves. You feel me? Like but I know a lot of motherfuckers. Well not I do. I'm Boule. So nobody can feel me later. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I am Boule. I have fucked white girls. I'm still black first. You feel me?
Yeah.
I want Jason to drop that show in Minnesota. You know what I mean? Minneapolis or something.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know, me, you, well, not you, but you know, me and another certain person can get to that show real quick. You feel me, Tori?
Yeah.
But I would prefer it to be in Minneapolis. But
he was only going to put that. He was only going to drop his documentary in places where it was a majority black pop. I would guess you could say populace.
Huh.
Because I don't know if y'all saw it yesterday on the channel, but he had posted up a video where he had the screening in New York, and they had security out there, just like playing the guard dog of the event because they saw the title Race War. First off, when I saw it at first, I didn't even notice the police that was out there. The first things I saw was Race War and Sold Out. That was the thing that caught my eye. But then when I started scrolling through the comments and saw what people were saying, I had to go back and look at it again. I was like, oh, now I see what they were talking about. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go to the screening that he's going to have in DC. I think it's going to be Thursday because I have to work that day, unfortunately. But if that wasn't the case, I definitely would have went.
Torian, tell your master, you got a note from another master. And you got to go. No, hey Torian, I know what you're talking about because I'm on the same shit though. Like I'm sitting in his chat yesterday telling him like, "Dog, where's the Minnesota shit?" Right? Because I gotta get back to Chicago like for Thanksgiving or whatever. You know what I mean? Not for Thanksgiving, but that's when all my people gonna be there. You know what I mean? Family side. So yeah, I work. We're all on the plantation, so I can do so much. You know what I mean?
If it was on a Saturday like he did, like when he did Gentrified, that would have been perfect for me. But it's falling on a weekday, so and where I work at is considered essential.
I haven't even seen Gentrified.
You have to. It's like I
haven't seen 7 a.m. or Gentrified, but I know I follow him. And hey, I'm gonna shout you out again because that's how I got to your channel, and I got to Harvey channel because Jason Black shouted y'all out. He said y'all the thought leaders. So that's how I got to y'all channel.
Yeah, I often see people in the comment section saying how they found my channel and everything like that. And sometimes his name pop up or Professor Black Truth's name will pop up oftentimes.
Yeah, I got Terrence channel.
I want to hear a debate between Professor Black Truth and Jason Black. I want to hear them on the same time. But I'm just saying. But no, hey, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm done after this, but like Torian, Harvey, everybody I met off of Professor Truth. I just happened to see you, Torian, in the Angry Man shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn.
And it amazes me too, like how many people say like they like sometimes whenever I'm like doing or leaving comments on other people's channels. And it may not even be stuff related to what we're talking about. It might be, I don't know, something entertainment based. And I can leave a comment on it, and people will say that you're everywhere. They'll say that, oh, you're everywhere.
I found him on Dwayne and Jasmine's reaction channel one day.
I've actually been following those two since they had like less than 10,000 subscribers. So I've been following them for a while, and then they're from the area too, so it's like that connection.
And
I don't care about my subscribers.
D and Brandon channel too. I saw you on there too one time.
Yeah, like I tell you, like when people say you everywhere, I said I am. You'll be surprised at where I pop up at, and it's so crazy too because I think one thing that helps too, and I don't know if this is an algorithm thing with YouTube, but I think the more subscribers you have on YouTube, the more they'll push your comments to the top of the list. And then, of course, it also helps when people like the comment a lot. And then that's what keeps your comment up there because the more likes it gets, the more popular the comment is.
Hey, Tori, remember what Nyla, you know Nyla, right?
Yeah, I just subscribed to her.
Yeah, but that's Chicago too, right? But she said, like, if you like my comment or you don't like it, hit a like or hit a dislike. You feel me? But at least it showed, I guess, the algorithm that you were there and you interacted with the shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Tori, I did not know you until Jason called your name. Jason called your name, and then I said, oh, shit. You feel me? I started listening to you and Harvey. And it's probably, 4 or 5 months ago?
Oh, Mr. Superboy.
Yeah, BB Vanderbean, I heard about that story. Bodies of 11 infants in a funeral home.
Damn. These people, where's the story about it?
I think it's in Detroit. I think the funeral home was closed down or something like that.
Hey, don't you have the story? Dog, put this shit on your screen, dog. Ask Torian if you can share your screen.
It's in the chat section by BB Vanderveen. If I'm saying that right.
Now that sounds like what Kendra was talking about. American Horror Story. But
I'm actually about to end the live stream.
All right, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. We've been on since like 1.
Yeah, Terry, thanks a lot.
No problem. You know I do these weekly, and now that I have my live stream back on my channel after not having it for 3 months because of a word in the title, it feels good to be back over on this channel. But like I said, I still have the other live stream channel as backup because you never know when it comes to my channel. You know.
Hey, Torian, you see, I'm back on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
I had to tell Donna Glover, okay, yeah, I had to pull it back. But that's just because, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Well,
finna put.
like I said, the same thing happened to me because I called Tommy Lauren a hood rat.
She is one.
They be on your ass like, what the fuck?
Look like she have a receding hairline. Look at her hair. So her hair don't look like it's receding.
But no, because I talked about you, it's harassment. Like, Tori, can't you take a joke?
Yeah.
I don't think I take.
Well, see, the thing is, when I said that, but see, the thing is, when I said what I said about her, I wasn't joking. I was being serious.
No,
the thing is, I didn't hashtag her name. I didn't hashtag her name. I actually mentioned her, so she saw it. So she had to have seen. She had to have seen because I have listen. When I'm on Twitter, I've actually mentioned people before, and I've said things about them before, but I never got banned for 12 hours until I said something about her. So she had to have seen it because I posted it up. It was only on there for about 5 minutes. Then I get an email from Twitter saying, well, due to the bullying, harassing policy, we're going to have to lock your account for 12 hours. And it was because of that tweet. Like that tweet wasn't up there for 5 minutes before I got banned for 12 hours.
But my thing is too, they be having some of these celebrities, they be getting people harassed. They say go harass such and such person, and they go and do it.
Hold on,
don't happen to them.
But you're exactly right. But hey, Torian will tell you, dog. I tagged that other goofy. You know what I mean? But I didn't even mean to tag him. I was talking to Torian, right? I said, yeah, he's a cool. My Twitter, I just put my Twitter back on yesterday because I just deleted the shit. Cause I was gonna let this shit stand and sue their ass. But I'm like, damn, I'm missing a whole lot of content. And I know, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Cause Childish Gambino, well, I'm not gonna say it. So, but everybody know what Torian, you know what I'm talking about. But
most likely he probably saw you. He probably saw your tweet.
My Twitter was cut off for 3 weeks because I replied to Torian. Because Donald Glover is all right. So someone.
Yeah, I know what you said. You don't have to repeat it.
Cause I remember a couple years back though, with Rihanna, some little girl was from high school was wearing the same dress or something. Rihanna said something that all her little fan base started attacking and going in on that girl, and ain't shit happened to her.
That's the
all right, y'all. I'm about to hop off of this. Y'all have a good day. Of course, stay tuned to the channel because there's gonna be more videos coming. As a matter of fact, I have a video that I want to make right now, and it's gonna include the violins. Y'all not gonna know who it's about.
All right, peace, man.
I haven't done one in a while, so it's like I have to dust off my instrument and change off the strings and whatnot because it needs to sound crisp.
hey, Torian, I'm finna pull the keyboard out the closet and goddamn, I'm finna make you some violins that'll be the violins to your violins, and I'm gonna give them to you.
All right.
Oh man, hey, I'm waiting for the video, man.
All right.
Like,
y'all have a good one.